Good evening, everyone, and welcome to episode 89 of Malt Magic, the Forgotten Kingdom of Nylin. I sit here with a wry smile, given what's been going on in the chat pre-stream, which has all been a lot of fun, and the comments that we've been making behind the scenes as well. But before we get into any of that, before we mess around with any of that, let's do our usual thank yous and get into tonight's game, because it's going to be a fun one, hopefully. So a huge shout out to Incarnate this week. I have made many maps for many different things, for many different reasons, which could be fun, not just for tonight, but for basically I got bored and decided to start building maps for all the other encounters we could possibly have on our campaign. A huge we'll start that one again. A huge thank you to Albert Rodeo, of course, for our tabletop means, our virtual tabletop. We will be using that tonight. I'm going to say that we will be using that straight away, so no surprises there given what happened last week. Shout out to Dungeon Alchemist as well. We've not used them recently. We may use them in a few weeks depending on what's going on. I've got a map prepared with Dungeon Alchemist. But yeah, then a massive shout out to D&D Beyond for all things character management and D&D management, just generally D&D awesomeness. Still excited that that's been bought out by Wizards of the Coast. That's going to be amazing now, if it wasn't already. And then a massive shout out to Hero Forge as well. I've had to update a lot of tokens this week, and create some new ones. So let's wait and see what happens there. And then, of course, the DM's tools that I use in the background. So Kasoon, 5-Beat Magic Shop. And for our musical means, Tabletop Audio, a big thank you to them. But of course, our stream would be nothing without the sound effects that go along with it. So a thank you to BattleBards for that one. If you want to go and get your own sound effects, of course, as I say every week, go and use the code you see on screen, Malt and Magic, when you register, and get yourselves a nice cheeky discount off some sound effects. So that's all the thank yous out the way. Please go check us out on the various social channels that you see at the bottom there. We have a new one this week. I've been promising it for weeks, and I finally did one today. 2, technically. But I finally made a TikTok, and it is out there for everybody's enjoyment to go see me acting like a twat on TikTok. So enjoy that. If you're looking for the handle, it's at King Bothrid on TikTok. Yes, we have joined 2022 in terms of social media. So there we go. Well, fuck me, I've totally lost my flow now. Fantastic. So what else to chat about? Podcast. Please go check out the podcast if you wish to revisit any of the old episodes. You can also go check out the YouTube channel. You can catch them on Twitch as well. But I appreciate some people like to listen to podcasts while they're running, while they're working, while they're driving. So, yep, if you would like to continue to support Malt and Magic, or just need more Malt and Magic in your life, go and check out the podcast on your platform of choice and leave a review if you can, because it certainly helps make it, sort of moves it up the rankings and just makes it more visible. Hopefully get more fans, more followers. We can do a lot more things. Of course, we love all of our subscribers, followers, fans who join us every week in and out. You can also go check out the website. I've put a few things on the back burner because work's got a bit crazy, but I will do the updates to the website as soon as I physically can. And other than that, I think that is it. I have managed to get through tonight's intro. I am hugely excited, as you can tell. There is, all chaos could fucking break out tonight. We'll see what happens and see what the players decide to do. But with that, there will most certainly be adult language. There has already been adult humour. You have been warned. Let's roll.
Hello. I'm ready.
That was a very nervous. How are we all doing?
Good, thank you.
Wearing brown trousers.
I'm ready.
The brown pants.
That's the right approach to take. Definitely the right approach to take.
So no trousers was a bad idea?
That's under for you.
I'll leave that up to the viewers and those in the chat to decide. No trousers or brown trousers, whichever you prefer. Yeah.
I'm a method actor, aren't I? Method acting, that's what it is. Luckily, the camera stops.
On that note,
just here.
Before we literally go to shit on stream, pun not intended there, let's run down the lineup. So I am the Dungeon Master, I am Matt, I also play the psychic character of Bothrid. I will be playing a few other characters tonight, as well as your NPCs and monsters and the rest. So yeah.
I am Danny, I will be playing under Splinterthorn as long as he is alive, which means I will be keeping a safe distance from everything soon.
I am Simo, and I'm going to be playing Kirik Gravetusk as long as he's alive, which might not be very long, considering my hit points.
Optimism right off the bat. I love that I'm on 80 hit points and I'm thinking I'm doing alright, mate. You're on 80 hit points, you're like, oh, I'm fucked.
I'm
under 100, mate. If I'm under 100, it's not good.
Yeah. I'm Dave. I play Dargon, the Goliath fighter warlock. I'm on 110 points, and I'm also worried.
Not even near 50 HP, 50% HP yet. Come on, boys. You got
I'm
Bothrid
just
over the
gonna cast
corner.
Tiny
He's just
Hut
fucking
and
walking
leave it
around
to
Billy
it
Big
tonight.
Bollocks. Just gonna sit in there. So last week a lot happened. We obviously dealt with the aftermath of culling or killing the source, or at least freeing the source or doing something with the source, and Dargon getting his new tattoo and finding out a few new things around his past experiences with the first source that you found. And after a long rest and a level up, we then decided to make our way immediately back to the Maltmaster's Guild, or the Maltmaster's Keep, shall we say, with Kirik using his spell, which I've totally forgotten, and Kirik's going to have to remind me. Yeah.
We've
all forgotten it. Doesn't matter.
What word of recall?
Remember last thing.
Word of recall. Thank you very much, Dargon. There we go. Let's all get into gear.
The irony.
Yeah, actually, the irony.
So yes, use word of recall to land back in the temple of Glen Tuag, and you've been met with the Cooper. Word of I don't recall again. Very good, very good. I enjoy that one. And you've been met with the Cooper and Johannes, who had explained that you've been gone for some time. And they had basically set up watches and shifts ready for when you returned. Upon sort of having a brief discussion with the Cooper, there was then the sound of phones vibrating, apparently, arseholes. There was the sound of trumpets blaring out as warning sounds and war horns were blown. And immediately you're all rushed out to find fireballs just raining down on Glen Tuag and the Maltmaster's Keep. And as they landed, you could see devils were just stepping out and sort of running all over the place. And immediately the Cooper, Johannes, and the 4 members of the Wardens of the Vale all rushed to help, and had a fight with a lord, or a prince of hell, I suppose you could say. And just about dealt with the whole situation. A couple of devils there as well. There's some bone devils. But made it out relatively unscathed, at which point the Cooper turned to you all and said, "It's up to you now, you've got to go. I'll go hold them off." So him and Johannes sort of turned around and saying to Ander that you were always like a son to me, and he sort of embraced you one last time before running off towards the village. And then the Cooper threw a box at you, Dargon, or towards you, adorned with the symbol of the Platinum Dragon. And then you sprinted back up towards the keep. and as you sprinted towards the keep, there was another fireball that just cascaded across the courtyard in front of you and out into one of these side alleys where you could see Mephisto and Thalania Witchwood, Nathan's wife. And it was at that point a huge great pit fiend just erupted out, and 2 other devils as well. And the pit fiend screamed or roared, Asmodeus's will be done, or something along the lines of that. And that is where we begin tonight, as Thalania and Mephisto sort of get surprised by these 2... Sorry, there are only 2 devils in this one. No, there is 3. I'm misreading my map as I look at it. And combat begins. So, the first thing we all need to do, you'll be pleased to know, is roll some initiative, please.
Oh boy.
I'm just going to mute some tabs, because I've got a few initiative rolls to make here.
Is almost
18.
impressive.
Ooh, so Thalania gets a 19.
Oh yes, I forgot to do that.
Mephisto... Ugh. Mephisto gets a 10, and Bothrid...
Oh, we're going to see Mephisto in a fight. That's going to be awesome.
Indeed, I told you it'd be excited. Bothrid has rolled his first natural 20 of the evening.
Is
to
he-
get a 23.
Is he a cavalry fighter? No, he'd have to be
We'll
he'd
find
have to be a
out
horse
what
and a horse,
Mephisto
wouldn't
is.
he? Have to be a horse and a horse, that wouldn't work.
I'm betting
Can-
sorcerer.
Can Kirik jump on him and change class to a cavalry fighter? Or Dargon?
A Cavalier.
Just for one
So
fight.
I
Cavalier,
need...
fucking hell, whatever.
Dargon, your initiative roll before this all descends into fucking chaos.
18.
I'm giddy.
18. And
I also
Kirik.
got 18.
I got a 12.
Nice.
That's pretty
Luckily,
good for a
Andrew,
Kirik
because you're
initiative roll.
using... Because you're using D&D Beyond, it auto-populates for me these days.
You're welcome.
So,
What did Bothrid get?
Bothrid got a
23.
23.
Nice.
So the order for you 4 is Bothrid, Ander, Dargon, Kirik.
That's pretty much... Oh no. And they usually goes first. Oh yeah, there you go. So that's pretty much the order that we get anytime.
Oh no, it's not even
Almost alphabetical order.
that. It's that. There you
Almost
go.
alphabetical order.
There we go.
Helps with a press save.
Okay. Cool. So the map is there ready for you. No, it's not, because I've not set the link through.
You get
He's
disadvantage on
sat
your
here
first
looking
roll.
at it like, "Huh, this is fun."
the
Can
way
you
the
tell
guys
we're all
are
over
like,
it,
yeah.
overly
This is
excited?
theatre of the mind, it's fine.
Luckily,
Can't
Bothrid is
find
up first, so I would have had time to load it up before we go. And Danny, what do you want to do? And I'd have gone,
I
shoot
want
me,
to
shoot
see.
the arrow.
It's alright, I'm now having issues with apps, so we're going to have to hard do it. I'll do it the hard way, rather.
The hard
All
do
the
it.
You're
W's.
going to hard do it.
Like, fuck off. Words tonight are going to be difficult as it is.
At least I'm not the
There
DM.
is your first clip of the evening.
It'd be good if I could actually see as well.
I don't like that there's fireballs raining down and I'm not the one who's caused them. Mind you, I haven't been able to do that for a while. I miss being able to do that, you know.
Still gripes.
Let me know if that
I
works.
miss it.
Yeah. Oh. It's
I thought the
blank.
batteries had run out in my mouse then. We nearly had a disaster. Oh, not for you.
Is it me or is it blank?
Yeah, this is why I thought I may have done something slightly wrong there. So,
Talk amongst yourself, viewers.
technical issues. Technical issues.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
It's all good. As long as we keep talking, it doesn't matter. Right.
I also have to
Trying
remember
again.
the fact that I need to remember, because D&D Beyond is being a bit odd, it has a bug that I need to remember what
Your
my
new
other maneuver is.
Your new maneuver. Yes. So, well, now they're owned by Wizards of the Coast, hopefully all this shit get fixed. Like the rage modifiers getting automatically added and those sorts of stuff. There's more money to throw at it.
Hey, that is working.
Fantastic. We have a map, viewers. There we go. We can finally have a fight. So,
Yes.
with all that chaos out of the way, as then this fireball sort of these three devils, two pit fiend or a pit fiend, what looks like a horned devil that you fought before, and a different type of devil, smaller but adorned with these very sharp bone-like barbs all over its body and almost like covered in thorns, step out. Thalania and Mephisto turn. You will notice you lot are a decent distance away. So the first thing Bothrid is going to do, in true Bothrid style, because he is, quite frankly, had enough of these fuckers already, is going to rage. And as part of his rage, gets to move his... quite literally. He's going to use his instinctive pounce capability and move half his movement speed, which will be effectively 20 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20 up to there, and is then going to use the rest of his movement to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. 45 will still only get him to there, but that will be Bothrid's go as he runs up next to Thalania. Yes, that will do Bothrid for now. And we're then over to Thalania herself. So, Thalania's first thing is she is going to, I believe, when I pull it up, is going to use a bonus action to cast Hexblade's Curse, which gives an insight into what the fuck she is.
Yeah.
So let me just find
Best classes in the
the... There we go. There's a Hexblade's Curse. She's going to put it straight on this Horn Devil. And then she is going to move up 5, 10. So, just need to remember to come back to that in a minute. And then she is going to take out a very malevolent-looking long sword. It's got these runes that run all the way up the blade, both sides of the blade, over the hilt, and there is a glowing purple gem right in the centre of it. And she is just going to lift the sword up, and Bothrid will just about hear her whisper, "Together." And she is going to swing twice for the Horned Devil. So let's just check that's AC. Great. Right, let's roll twice then for Thalania. So the first one is a natural 1. Great start to the evening, Thalania. Thank you for turning up.
Go
Second one is a 4 for a 15. So both of those are going to miss, unfortunately, unless... Let me just double check.
She's got Andoril, she's just missing everything.
Hexblade's Curse. You gain a +5 bonus to damage. So, no, neither of those are going to hit. And that will be Thalania's go, as she just sort of shrugs herself, sort of slaps herself across the face. Come on, pull it together. And that will be Thalania. And then we're then over to Ander.
Ooh. So, I'm going to try out one of my new toys because it allows me to stay quite far away. So I'm going to look at OHD, basically the devil from the tribute video from Tenacious D, right? Mm-hmm. Dave Grohl. And I'm going to cast Psychic Lance. My new 4th level spell.
Nice.
So you've got to make an intelligence 18 saving throw. Not a wisdom, you know.
Intelligence saving throw.
As he apparently disappears, has Danny just failed his own saving throw on?
Uh-oh.
Hang on a minute. I'm going to find out whether he's logged off.
I'll roll it anyway.
Yeah, you might as well. Yeah, he's
that's a
fucking
6 or... That is a 14 anyway, so it's going to fail.
It's going to fail.
So we'll see what happens with that
Yeah.
in a minute.
Do you think he might have forgotten to,
Expectation.
plug his laptop in?
Oh,
That
that's
would make
very
me laugh
possible.
if his battery has died. Oh, that would be fantastic. So, in the meantime, let's roll over to Dargon. and we'll come back to the rest of Anders' go when he returns.
Yeah, it's a very good point, because I am going to struggle to do anything here.
It's okay.
So let's have a look. Oh dear, no, I can move that far. Brilliant. I'm going to move that far, so... that's the wrong... Hang on a minute.
Remember,
What did I just
diagonals
say?
are 5 feet anyway, it doesn't matter.
My
He's back.
internet decided to stop working.
We thought it was your laptop.
Yeah, we went. Yeah, I suddenly wondered whether you'd forgotten to plug it in or something.
I mean, I've got
So
form for that.
in a total side thought, Twitter have just been taken over by Tesla.
Unbelievable.
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk has just bought Twitter for $44 billion.
I love the fact that they were that whole thing of, I want some of the shares. You can't, oh yeah, okay, but you can't be on the... Okay, I'm just going to buy it. The whole thing.
Ridiculous. Anyway, back to D&D. Chaos.
Did you hear what I said?
So we were just about to go to Dargon's turn. However, we will carry on yours. Yes, you were using Psychic Lance. The Horn Devil has failed with a 14.
So 76 psychic damage,
Nice.
which is 25 points of psychic damage, and he is now incapacitated until the start of my next turn.
What?
That is amazing.
Bruh, bruh, bruh.
And I
can
can't
only do
get
it
to him.
Oh shit. So, Ander, as this is the first time you're casting this spell, describe to me how it looks and how it appears.
So, you won't see it. All you'll see was kind of my eyes roll purple into the back of my head, but to him, it'll be like a banshee wail right inside of his eardrum.
Nice. And you just see the Horned Devil as it's turning down to sort of stare towards Thalar, and it just sort of... It twitches, and I believe... Is it prone if it's incapacitated, or is it just not moving?
It just can't take any actions
No,
or reactions.
Prone is a specific condition.
Yes, it is. All incapacitated creatures can't take actions or reactions. Fantastic. Anything else in your turn, sir?
I'm pretty happy with that. I will... What will I do? I'm too far away from everybody else in the fight to give them bardic inspiration. I'm not within 60 feet. So I might move
I don't know, you've
closer
got
just-
two of your mates next to you.
I know, but they're not about to get hit, are they? That's what I mean.
Fair.
Let's see how
They've
far
not moved
away.
yet, but...
I'm 60 feet from. So if I move to 5 to here, I can then give Thailania bardic inspiration. So she'll just hear like a high-pitched whistle. Well, high-pitched melodic whistle, and she will have bardic inspiration. If she's going to
Does that
be
mean
dishing out
Anders
spells,
sings
she'll need that.
falsetto?
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
and there's a
Sounds
tenor
good.
for sure. Like 100%.
Like a skinny Pavarotti.
Gonna want Ander to sing that.
Okay. Cool. With that, Dargon, over to you, sir.
I mean, that really has changed many ideas as to what I want to do. I don't know whether I'm going to do any of them. So, but yeah, I am, because sod it, why not? Does incapacitated mean
Does it mean critical hits
advantage
now?
or anything, or that it's a critical hit when we hit? It's nothing. They just
It just
immobile.
can't take actions
They
or
can't do
reactions.
nothing.
Fine.
Can do fuck all.
Actually, we have one more round than him in the fight.
Okay, so I'm going to move. So what are we going to do? 5, 10, 20, 25, 30. I believe I've used my action surge. So, as I'm running up, I'll have put the box away from what's his name before this. in the bag of holding.
The Cooper.
The Cooper. And yeah, I'm going to. There's going to be a bright flash from my sword and it sort of encompasses me for a minute, and as it sort of flashes out, comes back, and there are 5 of me. 5 of me? 3 of me. 3
What?
extras of me.
What the fuck have you just done?
I'm casting mirror image, so there are now 3 additional people, 3 additional Dargons around me.
But they don't act independently, do they? They are
No.
just that.
These are
Andy's done this before,
illusory
hasn't he?
duplicates. You don't need to put them on the map. Just
That's
means
fine.
that when someone hits me, I get to roll whether they hit me or them.
Or a duplicate.
Or a duplicate. So that is as much as I can do, except for... actually... Is that 60 feet? Yeah. Just double check that I can actually do this. As a bonus action. Yeah. Okay. I will use my bonus action to quick toss a dagger at disadvantage towards HD.
Okay.
It's outside my standard range.
What's the circle that's just appeared around the Pit Fiend? Is that his aura?
Yeah, we'll find that out later.
19 to hit?
A 19 to hit HD
Yes.
will just hit.
Oh my god, I rolled a 9 and a 7. Oh my god. So that is a D4 plus a D10, because it's a quick toss. Hey. 16 points of piercing damage.
16 points of piercing damage. As this dagger just into the incapacitated flesh of the horned devil. Anything else on your turn, sir?
Nope, that's my go.
Excellent. So the Pit Fiend is just going to roar and just sort of stretch his back. And then it does so, you just see this flame begin to form in its hand, and it's then just gonna toss it and hurls flame, and it's gonna hurl it. Let's do this the smart way, shall we? Because I've got 6 people to choose from. So guess what we're gonna do?
Roll a D10.
Roll 6. Which means, unfortunately, it's going to be at Mephisto. So that is going to be... let's roll this properly rather than using D&D Beyond. That is going to be a 21 to hit Mephisto, which is going to hit, I think, even if he... What's that? Can't do that anyway. Where's his reactions? Yep. Okay, so that's going to be pointless anyway, so he's just going to take it. Seize it at the last minute. That is going to be a few of them. All metal dice today. I'll stop them firing out of the tray, hopefully. 1, 3, 6, 8. 8 points of fire damage to Mephisto. And then it's going to come down 5, 10, 15, 20, right up to Mephisto. Do you know what? We're going to rewind all of that, because apparently I was looking at the wrong fucking character sheet. Knob! Ignore me. So, that will instead be a fireball at Mephisto. Which is a dex save from Mephisto. Dex save of 12. Which is still not going to be enough.
I was in the spell fireball.
As in the spell fireball, yes.
I can hear the cogs turning in your head.
Is that going to catch everyone else? This fireball has got like...
It is.
Oh, good.
So I
Evasion!
was just trying to work that out. I was just trying to work that out. So let's do that. Center it on a point. That's 20-foot radius. That's a 20-foot radius, technically. So yeah, fuck it. He's going to dump that there. So that's a fail from Mephisto. Thalania is going to... We're going to make this easier on myself. Dex save. For 17. Bothrid gets advantage, I believe. Yes. So that's 9 or 14. So the save is not enough. All three are going to fail.
Thalania has a bardic inspiration.
Don't think it's gonna. What is your bardic inspiration?
D8.
D8. Well, she'll use
If it
it.
fails, you can also
She
keep
rolls
it.
17. 22 succeeds.
Hey.
You're welcome, love.
Only going to take half damage. Shit and corruption. Moving everything out tonight. There we go. We can get rid of the fireball thing now. We don't need to worry about that. So it's going to be half damage for Thalania, full damage from Mephisto and Bothrid. So let's just... So, brain, engage. It will be half to Bothrid as well, but... Okay, so 8d6.
I dare you to turn into bear gun.
3, 4,
Not
7,
a good idea.
8. 13, 17, 25, 28 points of fire damage to Mephisto. Fuck me, that took a long while to go through. 28, 14 to Thalania, and 14 to Bothrid because he is raging. And is resistant to everything except psychic. That will then be the... No, the Pit Fiend will then continue to move. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to there. Okay, it is then Kirik's turn.
I have the Celestial on the board, please.
Mm-hmm. I will just go and grab her, because it was the Celestial Defender.
Yes. The one with the mace. Yeah, Defender.
Yep.
Which means I am also concentrating on the spell. Technically. Cool. So I am going to stay within 60 feet of Ender. Nobody's going to need it, I don't think, but I will use my movement of 30 feet to get there. That sounds good. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay.
And as I am moving, there will be kind of some of the shadows that are around the buildings from the flames. They will sort of move towards me as I'm going to use Strength of the Sticks and grow to a large creature.
Was I still a hybrid bear last time?
No, that lasts a minute, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gone.
Yeah, that would have dropped.
Cool.
And
Which is probably a good thing, right?
Well, I haven't been hit by anything fire yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's 45 feet away from me. That's interesting. No. I will then, as I am moving as well, get to where I am, click my fingers towards the Pit Fiend and cast Toll the Dead on him.
Nice. So, Mr. Pit Fiend. I expect you to die. I love the D20 those. Wisdom saving throw.
Correct.
Same both times, 23.
Yep. That will save. So nothing happens. That is my bonus action, my action. So that's my turn. The defender,
Fantastic.
however.
Yeah.
Which then its turn. It's going to fly. Let's see how much 40 feet takes them. Okay, that works. They're going to fly in and using 40 feet, and as their action, they're going to just like put their hands on Kirik's shoulder as they are flying through, and there's going to be a little bit of light that's going to emanate from them as they're going to cast a healing hand on Kirik.
Okay, gets a hand job from his defender as it flies past.
2d8 plus the spell level.
Like a reach around.
That'd hurt though, surely. If they're flying past.
11 plus 5, 16. Kirik's going to heal 16.
16 points of health back. Nice.
Not
Anything else
bad
from the
at
defender?
all. Nope,
Excellent
that is
stuff.
going to be it.
Okay, it is then the Horned Devil's go, who can do nothing.
Hey, you are glorious.
So Mephisto is up first, and Mephisto must first make a Wisdom saving throw.
Interesting.
Ah, that's what that.
Which is an 11, which he's going to fail. Mephisto is not doing well in this. So Mephisto
Oh, it's
is
not going.
now
A donkey.
frightened. Nope. Is now frightened of this Pit Fiend, which is understandable. It's a big ugly motherfucker, and it has just thrown fire. Why do I not have a frightened thing? Where's it gone?
Ooh. That's a waste of a turn. Do you know what I'm thinking to myself? If I'm within 30 feet of everybody, I could play music during my turn and use counter charm and give everybody advantage on the fright and saving throw. Only downside of that is I'm within 30 feet.
It's a 20-foot radius.
Run, little boy, run.
That aura. It's 20 foot around it.
Because if I have to make a wisdom saving throw, I am not very well. I'm not going to do very well at those.
So, Mephisto is currently frightened of this creature.
Let's kill the creature instead.
Disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is there. However, Mephisto is going to... is he? Is he? Can't do that. Can't do that, unfortunately. So...
Has Bebop and Rocksteady had a go yet, the little guy in the middle?
Not yet. Okay, Mephisto is going to, with a shaky hand, he is just going to take out a very small contraption, and you can see there is a glowing gemstone in the middle. And on his chest armor, there are a number of sort of, I'm going to say slots or just openings, and he clicks this gemstone in, twists it, and there is this golden light that emanates out of him as he is going to cast Aura of Purity.
I hope that hurts the Pit Fiend.
What class is Mephisto?
Artificer.
That makes sense.
30-foot radius around him.
I've literally just thought about it. I was like, hey, wait, hang on a minute.
10, 15...
Infinity Stones.
20, 25, 30. That was magic.
Whoa.
Don't think we quite wanted to do that.
He's really frightened now.
Just shrink that down a wee little bit. Okay, so Aura of Purity, which has a 30-foot radius. So while in that aura, so it's going to move with Mephisto, but every non-hostile creature in that aura, including Mephisto, can't become diseased, has resistance to poison damage, and has advantage on saving throws against any effects that cause any of the following conditions: blinded, charmed, deafened, frightened, paralysed, poisoned, and stunned. So anybody that makes their way into that aura now has a saving throw with advantage.
Get in there.
So it's just
Well, I know what I'm doing at my go.
So that is Mephisto's action to cast a spell. His bonus action, he's not going to use any of them. What have we got as... No, none of that. So that will be Mephisto's go, because he doesn't want to move out of melee range knowing that this thing will probably fucking wail on him. We are then over to Bebop and Rocksteady, as you've called him, Barb Devil. Who is going to step straight up to Thalania and is going to make 3 attacks. So its first one is going to be a claw attack against Thalania, which is, oh, that's a lot to hit. That is a 24 to hit, which is going to hit Thalania. Just. Gonna make, yeah, we'll do that one first. So that's going to be, I'm going to make this easy on myself. 6 points of piercing damage to Thalania. There is then going to be a tail that just whips round to follow the claw. Natural 1. And then the third, the Bone Devil, is going to... No, it's not going to do that. It's going to make another claw attack on Thalania, because it can't use the other thing. Oh, that was almost a natural 1 again. Instead it's a 25, which is an additional 8 points of slow piercing damage to Thalania. 8 points of damage. Fan Davidosi. Let's just lock the game log in place so I can see that. Okay, that will be its go. We'll then back around the top to Bothrid, who is just inside this aura now and needs to make a saving throw at advantage. So that was good, because that's a 3 on the first one, and a natural 20!
Hey!
Nice.
Get in.
Bothrid is immune to this effect for 24 hours.
Oh, that's clutch.
So that was 22 to save. Bothrid is going to run and run this way now. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And of course, it's Bothrid. So it's going to be reckless. And he is going to swing the woodcutter's axe, as that's the one that he had out. He's going to do that twice at advantage. So the first one is a 28 or a 14. So I think we'll take the 28. The second one is a 23 or a 23. So both of those, I believe, are going to hit the Pit Fiend. Which means that is going to be... I need some D12s. Who rolls D12s on a stream?
Barbarians.
That was disappointing. 2... so he's doing it two-handed. Doesn't make a difference.
The bigger your dice rolls get, the more you need D&D Beyond.
Yeah. 9 plus 10, 19 points. Fucking hell, how difficult was that maths? 19 points of slashing damage to the Pit Fiend. Fuck my life. That will be Bothrid's go. Yep, that will be Bothrid. So then we are over to Thalania, who also now has to make a wisdom saving throw with advantage.
By the way, do Ander and Dargon know what they've got now from these sources? Apart from tattoos.
I know
Ander
what mine
does,
is.
Dargon doesn't know jack shit.
Fine.
So that was...
Yeah, I've got mine to use if I want to.
Not good. Thalania is now frightened of the Pit Fiend. Did really shit on the saving throws there.
Do you remember what it was actually called?
Mine's Investiture of Wind.
Investiture of Wind.
Spell.
That was it.
Investiture of
Yours
Stone is yours.
would be
Oh, yeah,
stone.
Vesture of Stone, yeah.
Okay, so Thalania is currently frightened of the Pit Fiend, but is not paying any attention to him right now, and is instead going to... still got Hexblade Curse up. Let's just double check what we've got as bonus actions.
Just pop that in my notes.
Yep, cool. Right, so 2 attacks again with the longsword that she wields. That is not good. That's a 14 for the first, and the second one, oh my life, Thalania, what are you doing? Is a natural 1
Oh no. Looks
Jeez,
like I need to
roll
get
on
on
this.
an
Right, no,
incapacitated target.
Oh mate. I need to. I swear I need to get the natural 1 overlay sorted.
Maybe all the auras are
I should
blinded
also
her.
say that Thalania does have a shield out, so her AC is pretty high, luckily. Yeah. What the fuck does she want to use as a bonus action now? Let's have a look.
Hide, probably.
Oh, alright, so she's going to use, because she's got this creature cursed with Hexblade's Curse, she's going to use her Maddening Hex capability, and is going to deal... yeah, it just says 4 psychic damage to the target cursed by your hex spell. It doesn't say anything about a hit though, it's just the fact it says +4, which is concerning me. No, okay, so it's 4 points of psychic damage to the Horned Devil, and because the Bone Devil is within 5 feet of the cursed target, it is also going to take 4 points of psychic damage.
I like it.
Good.
So 4 and 4. And that is Thalania's go. Ander.
So, to actually get inside the aura of the golden shower aura, I need to bonus action dash to get myself into here, and then I will cast slow on all 3 bad guys, please.
Nice.
Wisdom 18 saving
that's-
throw.
Incapacitation is over now. The Psychic Lance is done, yeah?
Yes, it is, yes. Yeah, no, it's just start my next turn, yeah.
So the Horned Devil just sort of snaps out of it. However, now has to make some wisdom saving throws, I believe.
Yeah.
Barb Devil gets a 21, sorry.
Oh, yeah, that saves.
So that's a save. Pit Fiend gets a natural 20.
Bugger.
I love this dice.
No,
For a total of 30, by the way. And then the Horn Devil. That is a 24. Yep. 24. So none of them are slowed.
Brilliant. That's me then, and I've achieved nothing.
Doesn't work every time, mate.
Oh no, it's a shame.
Okay. My go. Bugger. Okay, can I actually get anywhere? 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. For God's sake, I can't yet. Well, that's just brilliant. I don't really know what to do because I can't really make it in. I shall move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'll use my action to move further. 5, 10, 15, 20. And then use my bonus action, second wind, to regain some hit points. So it's a D10, and that is then. That was outside. What's it? Hoo-ha! Oh, great. 3, 15.
Not going to hit.
No, sorry. As in, 15 hit points back to me. Second wind, I can't hit because I had to move and all that jazz. That's me. I'm done.
Yeah. Okay, it is then the Pit Fiend's go, who is not impressed that it is now surrounded. So, it's going to make 4 attacks. It is going to, with advantage,
Oh, good.
bite down at Bothrid. That is something. 22 or a lot more. That is 29 to hit Bothrid with a bite, which is going to hit. So that is going to be very loud in my ear as well. That's going to be. Let's mute that tab. That is going to be 21 points of piercing damage to Bothrid, reduced down to 11 because he is raging. And an additional Constitution saving throw from Bothrid, which he gets advantage on because this is for poison. That bounced out, but was a 19 on the dice, so we'll take it. And the second one was an 11 on the dice, so that's a 19 plus 10, so 29 on the Constitution saving throw. Is not poisoned. Very, very lucky there. So it is then going to take a claw at Mephisto.
I will use my sentinel reaction at some point because he's attacked someone else near me.
Okay, so that's 25 to hit Mephisto, which is going to hit. That's going to be 20 points of slashing damage to Mephisto. What did I say that was to hit? Yeah, that's fine. 20 points of slashing damage to Mephisto, who is not doing particularly good right now. A mace is then going to swing round towards you, Dargon.
Yeah.
That is not so good, but is still... I say not so good. That's going to be a 25 to hit.
Yeah.
23 to hit, sorry.
Ooh, well, still hits. That wasn't
Okay.
even-
You are going to take 14 points of bludgeoning damage. And
Yeah.
as this mace spins around, you see the head of the mace just burn with hellish fire. So it's going to strike into you for those 14 points of bludgeoning damage. And you're also going to take 26 points of fire damage.
Good morning, Vicar.
And we're then going to roll a dice. Mephisto... No, sorry, Bothrid, because he was first up. Bothrid is potentially going to get hit by a tail attack. That's going to be at advantage. 26 to hit. So that's going to be an additional 30 points of bludgeoning damage, reduced to 15. As that tail just spins around and slams into Bothrid, and that will be the Pit Fiend's go.
So my Sentinel reaction.
Yes, Sentinel reaction.
So a 30 to hit.
Yeah.
And I need to do the radiant damage.
Yes.
That was the worst roll I probably could have done. So that is 10 points of slashing damage and 6 points of radiant.
10 points of slashing damage, 6 points of radiant.
Please tell me the radiant does more bloody
Okay.
damage.
Doesn't appear to.
He can't move
Kirik.
now, but I'm not sure he wants to anyway.
Okay, can't move.
Boy, this is looking bad. I'm going to move 30 feet into the aura by Mephisto. Mephisto was hit, so he needs to make a concentration check. Ba-da-ba.
How much damage would Mephisto take? That was the
20-something.
floor, wasn't it? It was 20 total, I believe.
That saves 10.
Right, so it's yeah, he's going to save. Luckily, the aura is still up. Thank you for
I will
reminding me.
move in there, and there's not a lot I can do. So I am going to you tell I wasn't prepared for fighting. I will kind of grab some of the fire that is on one of the firewalls and drag it across to the Horn Devil, as I will cast Sacred Flame on it. Can it please make a Dex saving throw, please?
$17.
It fails. And that's going to be... Uh, 17 points of radiant damage, please.
17
Does
points of
Kirik
radiant
need to make
damage.
a wisdom saving throw to be frightened or not?
Not only if you start your turn in that aura.
Yeah, 17 points of radiant towards the Horn Devil.
Okay.
And then... Sorry, 16, not 17. 16 points of radiant. And I don't have a lot of bonus actions, and I don't want to do that one. So I'm going to end my turn there.
Okay. The horned devil then is going to look down on Thalania. Is going to
Defender first.
Oh, yep, defender first, sorry.
Defender's going to move 40 feet towards there, and is going to, yeah, is going to hit the Pit Fiend twice with the mace.
There's a holy mace.
So close. That will be a 29 to hit.
That will hit.
That is 13 points of... Let me just double check what it actually is. Radiant damage.
13 points of radiant damage to the Pit Fiend.
And again, some of the light is going to shoot towards Mephisto, who's going to gain 5 temporary hit points.
Nice.
And the defender is going to do that again. For a 23 to hit.
.23 is going to hit. Just quickly check something.
13 points of radiant damage. And the light is going to shoot towards Dargon. You're going to gain 1 temporary hit point. You're muted, Dave, by the way. I tried my best.
It'll do.
And
it may be the one I need.
That's very true. That's going to be my turn.
Damn.
Okay, so that's going to be your turn. We are then over to the Horn Devil, who can see the Pit Fiend is getting a little bit swamped. So he's going to come over here. How dare you disattach? Or detach even. 5, 10. To where Dargon is. Going to take an attack of opportunity, hopefully from Thalania. No, misses.
Oh, wow.
2. Not doing too well. And this Horned Devil is then going to make 3 attacks. So it's going to stab down twice at you with this fork that it holds. First one is a 17.
New.
Second one is a 13.
New.
And is then going to try and swipe at you with its tail.
Doggone lightning feet
For an
today.
unnatural 20.
New.
Cock.
Nice.
That will be its go.
I will say that last one was definitely off the shield, because I was holding my shield.
Yep.
So, Mephisto then needs to make a saving throw with advantage. That's a 10 plus something, or an 8 plus something. I do believe Mephisto is still frightened. Yep, still frightened. So Mephisto can't move any closer, and any attacks against this Pit Fiend are going to be with disadvantage. However, doesn't want to. That's a concentration spell. That's a concentration spell.
Banish the mother trucker.
If only.
I know. Damn, I didn't pack it this morning.
Come on, Mephisto, what are you going to do?
Danny, you're muted.
Am I still muted?
You are not now.
Not
We can hear you
anymore.
now.
I said I'm in 2 minds on what to do on my turn. I think it depends on what Bothric does. If he's going first, they might choose
Yeah.
for me.
Literal same.
Okay.
I don't know whether to deal damage or
Mephisto
help someone out.
is... Mephisto is going to take out a metallic... Looks like either an arrowhead or some small pointed object. And he's just going to flick it up into the air. Was that the one I was... no, sorry. That's the one I was going to do. That confused me for a minute. So... Sorry, he's going to throw up a dagger when I read the spell properly. He's going to take out a dagger and throw it up in the air. As it goes up into the air, it's... or a cone of identical weapons forms. And they are going to shoot forward from him in a 60-foot cone.
Oh.
So unfortunately...
Duck.
Let me just work this out.
I mean, if he hits the Pit Fiend, HD, BD, and me, then fuck it.
I'm more worried about Thailania, the way she's rolling. She's going to end up dead.
She'll try and catch one.
60
Yeah, with her face.
really annoys me. Why don't you let me move then? That's really irritating. So, where is he? He's there. Yeah, so technically... He's going to angle that in a way that it's only going to catch... Or the only friendly that it's going to catch is you, Dargon.
Yeah, it's fine.
So let's just make sure we tick that one off. As he casts Conjure Barrage.
Yeah, do it. do it.
So I need a Dexterity saving throw. I'll do you first, sir.
Dex saving throw. Good. I don't have advantage in any random way on that one, do I?
Nope.
Good, 5.
You're going to take 15 points of 15 points of damage.
Boy.
Cool. Yeah.
That will be piercing damage.
Yeah.
And then, so let's go through these creatures. Dexterity saving throw. What is the save? Just quickly. Okay. So let's do Pit Fiend first. Dex. Saves. So there's going to be 8 points of damage to the Pit Fiend.
Smashing.
Horned Devil. Wow, they're rolling slowly. Slow motion rolls. 25, so that's going to be 8 points of damage to it. And then the Barbed. Dex. Natural 20. So halved and halved again. It's going to be 4. And it is then... No, Mephisto is going to risk it at this point. He's going to go 5. I love it. There we go. 5, 10, 15... no, we'll stay there. 15. Attack of opportunity from the Pit Fiend, who is going to try and claw at him. That will be a 24 to hit, which will hit. And Mephisto is going to take 17 points of slashing damage. Which means his temporary hit points are gone. Mephisto is down to 63 hit points. But Mephisto is now out of the way. Barbed Devil then. Barbed Devil is going to attempt to claw at Thailania. For a 12, that's going to miss. It's going to try and claw again for a natural 1. And then it's going to try a tail attack. That is a 19, which is also going to miss. So Thailania just lifts the shield up instinctively as these two claws just... the tail whips around and she just manages to duck enough as the tail tries to sweep her legs out and catches it with the shield again. That will be the Barbed Devil's go. Back around the top to Bothrid, who is going to continue to wail on this Pit Fiend recklessly for now. So, first strike is a 13 or a 22, so we'll take the 22. Second strike is a 19 or a 29. So they're both going to hit. I'm going to do this easy way. One of them. So it's going to be 14 plus 14, nice and easy. 28 points of slashing damage to the Pit Fiend from Bothrid. Add 4, which I forgot to do last time, for the rage. Of course. That will be Bothrid's go. Thailania then, being faced with this Bone Devil. She's not a happy bunny. She's going to use her bonus action to do Maddening Hex again.
Nice.
Just to get the 4 points of psychic damage to the Horn Devil and the Bone Devil.
Nice.
And then she's going to swing at the Bone Devil with her weapon. So, first one. That's better. 27. And a natural 20.
Hey!
So that's going to be 20 plus 9. So 29 points. That was a really disappointing second roll. 29 points of slashing damage to the Barbed Devil. Just going to check that weapon. Interesting. Didn't use the bonus action on a cantrip, so we're all good. That will be Thailania's go, who forgot to make a wisdom saving throw with advantage. Natural 20. Thailania is no longer frightened and is immune to the effect.
She's back in the game.
She is back in the game. It took her a few rounds to get into it, a few seconds to get ahead in the game, and we're on to it. So, Ander, over to you.
In that case, then, I will not try and help her because she's helped herself. So, I will bonus action, steady aim to then get advantage on Pit Fiend, which I'm going to aim at his head with my bow and arrow.
Yeah.
And I will use a +3 arrow, why not? I got a couple left. With a 26 to hit.
Yep.
Piercing damage of 16. Sneak attack damage of... Come on, be good. Oh, there's a 1 in there. 11, and then the D4 of 4. Whey!
Nice.
Welcome to the party, Andy. You have almost bloodied this creature.
Thank you.
With that, then, Dargon, currently surrounded by 2 creatures. 3 creatures, technically.
Okay, yeah.
Did you do your wisdom? I need you to make a wisdom saving throw now, please.
Correct. With advantage?
With advantage.
Shite. 4.
A 4. You, with advantage, you got a 4.
Yeah, I'm going to use Indomitable. Can I?
Yeah, you are.
'Cause I've got advantage,
Yeah,
I can then do
yeah.
that as well. Yeah, okay, so I'll
Yeah,
roll
you
once
are.
more. 3!
Sorry.
I rolled a 3, a 4, and a 3.
You are now frightened of the Pit Fiend. So any attacks against it will be at disadvantage, and you cannot move closer. Not that you can get any closer unless you want to be inside it. But.
I was about to say, that's getting a little cozy. So, I mean, do I have disadvantage on any attacks or just against the Pit Fiend?
It's just against... sorry, I think it's disadvantage on attacks while it's within your line of sight.
I was going to say, if that's the case, then yeah, that doesn't make any difference.
Disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear within line of sight.
Okay. Right. Keep my shield up, so everything's going to be one-handed for now. Disadvantage attack against the Pit Fiend. But it still will be a 23 to hit. So that is... because I'm going to do these separately, so that is going to be... So slashing is a full 16 points.
Nice.
Radiant is a 4. That's absolutely appalling. I will then use, hopefully, a... So when you hit... Oh, so when I hit... So actually, I don't have to you burn this just yet in case I don't hit. But I'll use a distracting strike on the next one if I hit. Natural 20 and a 3. Fuck's sake. Oh, man alive!
What does the 3 take you to?
16.
Not enough.
Yeah. So let's hope for the best on a bugger. 17?
No.
Never mind.
Sorry, I had to swallow my mint finger there.
Weird.
She
Yeah.
said.
Yeah.
I've got a box of dairy milk mint fingers.
What else? What else? Well, I really don't want to use that. Right, and I shall heal myself for a bonus action of 1d6. A 4. Oh, I'm going to move there. That's it.
Okay. Good stuff. It is then the Pit Fiend's go. What you notice is as this Celestial Defender flies up to where the Pit Fiend is, its face just snaps and turns. It does not like Celestials. So it is going to unleash all hell that it has on the Celestial Defender right now. So that's 4 attacks on the Celestial Defender. So first is a bite, which is going to be a 28 to hit.
Hits.
That is going to be 22 points of piercing damage. And I need a Constitution saving throw at advantage.
Okay. Sorry, a what saving throw?
Constitution saving throw at advantage.
Great. That's pretty good though. 22.
That is just enough to save, so it's not poisoned. I don't know if it can be poisoned, but it's not poisoned. And therefore it's not going to take any extra effects. The claw attack that then follows it is 22.
22
points of damage.
Cool.
Yep. The claw attack that then follows is a 21 to hit.
That is going to hit.
That is going to be not a lot. 11 points of slashing damage.
Cool.
Second claw attack's a natural 1, so that's going to miss. Ignore that. That was the mace, so that's going to miss. And then the tail attack is a 28 to hit. That is going to be 26 points of bludgeoning damage.
As the tail attack comes through, it kind of just smacks the defender, and the defender just disappears in a rain of light.
Okay. Has wasted all 4 of its attacks on it, though. So just... Not welcome here. That will be the Pit Fiend's go. We'll then over to Kirik. With your defender now gone, so you're no longer concentrating, are you?
No, not really. Did the distracting... Is it advantage on the next attack or something? On the Pit Fiend? No, that didn't work.
No. Dargon didn't do his distracting strike, I don't think.
I missed.
Oh, it's true. I believe I need to do a wisdom saving throw.
You do need to do a wisdom saving throw at advantage, please. Which for you should be a fucking
That's a
walk in the park.
natural 20 for a total of 30.
I think that's alright.
Yes. You are not frightened, you're immune to this effect for 24 hours.
That was on the first dice, the second one would have been a natural 1, so that's perfect balance.
Nice.
Unbelievable.
Cool. Kirik.
That's fun. Well, seeing that that spell went, that means I can actually do other stuff. I'm going to move up, just sort of to get Mephisto some cover. And as I'm moving, I'm going to smack my shield on the floor. And kind of the rain of light that the defender kind of disappeared into is going to fly towards me and then explode into a 4th level Spirit Guardians.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
And it's almost like I had this spell token ready to go.
15-foot radius.
Oh shit, let's
So
not do that. Let's not do that.
Catch all of them.
Oh, we're definitely bubble territory now, aren't we?
We are. 15-foot radius. Except it'll need to be from there. 5, 10, 15 is there. I believe. 5, 10, 15, yep, that will work. So let's change that to an attachment. And in fact, no, that does need to grow a little bit further. 5, 10, no it doesn't, that's cool. 15-foot radius around you. Let's... And that is attached to you, isn't it?
It is indeed. And I am concentrating.
Cool. So I will send that to the back for now. I'll just need to remember to move it in a second. Ding. Let's find me condition tokens. Too many spell tokens to keep track of anymore. I should have just left concentration on you.
Yeah, it's true, sorry.
Oh, don't worry about that. Okay. Now that may not be on you, but we'll see what happens. Anything else on your turn?
Excellent question. No, I think that is it. Yes, that is it.
Okay. So it is the Horned Devil's go, who must make a wisdom saving throw first.
Correct.
And potentially take an absolute shit ton of damage.
Hopefully.
Unnatural 20. Or a 9, so unnatural 20.
I take half damage.
Here it comes.
10, 17 points of radiant. Please.
Shit and corruption. No, that's enough to bloody the Horned Devil as these ravens just and then begin to swirl and almost stop and then turn and through the Horned Devil. Enough to bloody that. Thailania in this moment is going to turn. Why didn't you fucking do that at the start? Out of turn.
Hit something.
So the Horned Devil is then going to take its turn, and
It's only been 18 seconds.
I was concentrating on something else.
5
I'm a
feet.
little busy at the moment.
Is going to attempt to attack Dargon. So the first one's going to miss with a 17.
Nice.
The second one's going to miss with an 18.
Nice.
And then the tail is going to come round. Oh, fuck my life.
Okay, that was very lucky.
That was a 5 on the dice, for anybody who's wondering. It's a bag of shit.
Wow. Oh, do I? No, I'm not going to do it. Nope.
Okay. We are then over to Mephisto, who is just going to hunker down where he is. The one thing he is going to do is take out a potion of superior healing, which is nicked from his shop. And dump that down his throat. Sorry, potion of supreme healing, not superior. So, fuck my life, I'm just going to have to roll that. 10d4, isn't it? There's a lot of ones in that. That's 24 plus 20 for a total of 44 health back.
That is not bad, though.
That's one
No,
more hit
not
from those
at all.
guys hitting 4 times, isn't it? Demonstrate this.
Yeah.
That's one more round it's got in him now.
Take that and keep the aura going, and then it is the Barb Devil's go, who is going to try again to hit Thailania.
saving throw
So
first.
3 attacks. Wisdom saving throw first. For that is a 7 or an 8. Sorry, a 9.
Fucking hell, man.
An 8 or a 9.
What has she got? She is a saving throw LN.
No. This is the Bone Devil's wisdom saving throw.
Oh, thank fuck for that. Okay.
That is going to be 15 points of radiant damage.
That could have been a lot
A
worse.
lot worse.
But the Barbed Devil, sorry, not the Bone Devil, the Barbed Devil is now also bloodied. So all 3 of these creatures are bloodied. The Barbed Devil then is going to make
Fuck all.
Ander is known as the Bone
2
Devil
claw
in some
attacks
parts,
against
but
that.
that's for different reasons.
So that's a 10 to hit Thailania, a 14 to hit Thailania, and then that's better. A 24 to hit Thailania. Let me just check on reactions. Yes, Thailania is then going to use a reaction to cast Shield.
See ya.
Nice.
At a first level, and therefore ups the AC for a brief period by 5 points.
Now, if they haven't hit, can I not Sentinel or can I Sentinel? They did. When they
Didn't
crit-
hit. So
Well, this is
what
when they
does
take the
Sentinel
attack
say?
action. Not when they hit.
When
So if they attack,
Oh yeah, no, they do make an attack action. So yeah, you're right. I could actually, couldn't I?
there you go.
Right,
Hit the
Sentinel
fucker.
attack. I will. I hope. Oh bloody hell, disadvantage anyway, isn't it?
You've built it up now.
I have. Yeah, disadvantage. I suddenly remembered that. I'm like, oh man, you know.
So this bubble of purplish energy envelopes Thailania as the Bone Devil's tail whips around. Dargon, you then turn to stab, and
I'll probably catch it on something because I got natural 1.
I'll say as the tail
Jesus.
whips back around, it just knocks the sword off.
I
and
am
almost let go of
surrounded
Timur's
now.
wrath
I
for a brief
I
moment.
would point out.
Just a bit.
Yeah, you're not in a very
that
good
is the
place.
Barb Devil's go. And then we are back up to the top to Bothrid, who, fuck it, is just going to keep going. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. With advantage. 28 or... Oh, so close. Another 28. So that first one's going to hit. Second attack, 27 or 26. So both of those are going to hit. So I'm going to roll this nice and quick. So that's 10 plus... Nice, 15. So 25 points of slashing damage to said Pit Fiend. Plus the extra 4. Don't forget the 4 map. There we go. Pit Fiend definitely bloodied at this point. That will be Bothrid's go. But then goes to Thalania, who Maddening Hex again, just to keep it going. 4 and 4. And then she is going to wail on this barbed devil. Hopefully 18 to hit with the first one on the barbed devil, which will hit. Second one, 26. So they're both going to hit. So one of them max damage.
Momentum now.
2 of them. So that is 29 points of slashing damage to this barbed devil, who is really not looking good, as Thalania just sort of and cuts through a line of these barbs and thorns that are on this devil, just takes them off. You can see the barbed devil just like... but that will then be Thalania's go, who's going to stand her ground. I believe that is shield gone, however, because that's still the start of her next turn. So let me just take that off. Back down to normal hit points. Doesn't need to make a save anymore. Ander.
I'm going to re-roll. Now he's bloodied and he's the one frightening everybody. I'm going to come out the Pit Fiend. I'm going to try and hit him in the eye with an arrow. With bonus action steady aim, so I get advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was close. 26 to hit.
Yep.
With piercing damage of... Oh, you dick. 11. Rolled a 1 on the damage dice there.
You did.
Sneak attack damage of...
4 sixes.
14. 14. 2 5s and 2 2s. And then the D4.
Come on, big money.
3.
That's not bad. Nice. So the Pit Fiend is now under a third of its hit points. You'll be pleased to know.
Good.
So it's
Dargon.
I'm happy to be involved.
Make me a wisdom saving throw, please. With advantage.
I'm on Dargon.
Come on, Dave.
Let's get this done.
with advantage, 18.
18
That's gotta be
still
that's the
not
number,
enough.
Fuck.
I was just say how close was I? Because I have a plus 0, so I mean, like, do I have to roll a natural 20 to get out of this?
If you have a plus 0,
You are fucked.
technically you can't save.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh, good.
So, yeah, I wouldn't have.
So what you're saying is you need bardic inspiration.
Apparently.
Just reading between the lines there.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Okay, Dave, what do you want to do, sir?
Oh man. I don't know which one does I'll go for the.
So out of the 3 of them, the
Yeah.
Barbed Devil is the worst looking right now.
Yeah, okay, that one. So I've got disadvantage on these attacks, haven't I?
Is it disadvantage against everybody, not just the guy you're frightened
Yeah,
of?
while
Yeah.
the creature is in
That's-
line of sight. So
If you turn
technically,
around, he's not in line
if
of
you
sight.
turn, he's not in line of sight.
What?
Behind
So-
you.
Okay. Sweet. I mean, I'll
So
take
if you
that.
turn and face the Barbed Devil,
Yeah, I'll do that.
I'll go with this. He's not in line of sight. You know he's there, but he's not in line of sight.
Sweet. Right.
Unless you've got like the eyes of a pigeon where you can see forwards and backwards at the same time.
What I will do though is use a. Can I do that? Yeah. So I'll use that bonus action fainting attack to then give myself advantage.
Okay.
For a natural 20?
Nah, it was close. I mean, I could see the symbol, but that is 27 to hit.
Yeah, it's going to hit.
So that is then, and I do get to use that. So we are got 100. So it's a D8. 13 points of slashing damage.
Nice.
And this is also a fiend.
It is.
13 points of radiant.
So as you stab in with Timiel's Wrath, the blade drives in and there is just this burst of radiant light, and you can see cracks appear in the Bone Devil's exoskeleton, if you like, and then it just shatters and the Bone Devil is dead. Dead and gone, bitch. Next.
I will turn back. Right, so
if you just do this and then like that, you're fine.
No, I'm gonna assume that if
Fuck
I
with your
go,
depth perception.
yeah, if I go with if I go to for the Horn Devil or the Pit Fiend, I'm gonna have disadvantage regardless because I'll see the Pit
Yes,
Fiend.
because it will then be in peripheral. Yeah.
So what I'm gonna say is I will turn around and I will look at Kirik and I'll be like, take him out, and I will attack the Pit Fiend. So that will be okay. Yes, much better. Disadvantage is 24 to hit.
Yeah, that's going to hit.
Good. So now I will use my distracting strike.
Nice.
So as I do, I want to sort of, I don't know, catch. If I'm tall enough, I suppose I am. Sort of try and catch his cheek with the sword and sort of just bring him, closer. So that will be. Because that actually needs a D10. I didn't put a D10 on that other one, but it's a good job I killed him. 19 points of slashing damage.
19 slashing.
And another 13 points of radiant damage to the Pit Fiend.
Nice.
Nice.
This Pit Fiend is not looking good.
The next attacker has advantage. Or the next attack that hits? Well, no, yeah. No,
the
next attack
has advantage.
has... Yeah.
So, are you going to take your third?
I will. That will not use up that advantage because it's someone else other than me.
Right, cool. Of course it is.
Yes, I'm rolling. Yeah, these are good. 29 to hit.
It's good.
So that is then... oh, no. Sorry. Not that D10 because I don't have that one anymore. And we are looking at 11 points of slashing and an awesome 17 points of radiant.
Holy shit. Yep, Pit Fiend really not looking good. Really not looking good.
Might be slightly overkill to have given them advantage, but fine.
Okay, it is now.
So hang on a minute. That was my bonus action because I did fainting attack. That's all of it, and I really probably do want to move, but I'm not gonna.
Okay, it is the Pit Fiend's go.
Should have moved.
So, technically, there are 4 people all within reach.
Ooh.
Wisdom saving throw, though.
So, yes, which could well fucking see this bastard out.
Love that Anders just chilling, bathed in golden light, just like...
Or a 27. 27 to save.
Right, that's going to be half damage.
Half
so
damage.
9, 16.
Make it good.
Ooh. The total damage is 24, so it's 12 points of radiant.
Yep, Pit Fiend not looking good. There are bits of sort of this hissing, or globs of this hissing orange-like blood now just dropping all over the stonework, and you can see it starting to melt the stone as the Pit Fiend is full of arrows and scratches. As a heads up, I think we're going to finish this round and then we will take a short break. But the Pit Fiend then is going to roll a d4 to decide who it's going to fucking attack first with what. 2. So, Kirik, you are going to... in fact, it can't be Kirik because he's not within range of that particular one. So instead, it's going to be Bothrid, so with advantage. Could be a bite attack on Bothrid. There's a natural 1 and a 3 in there, so that is a 17 to hit, which misses Bothrid.
Yay!
So then there is going to be a claw attack at Kirik, which is a 29 to hit.
Okay, now.
Hits.
You're going to take 16 points of slashing damage. That was shit.
That was shit.
The mace is going to strike Thalania, potentially. Probably not with an unnatural 20. That is going to miss. As Thalania just again lifts up her shield, and even as this colossal mace just... you can see her knees sort of buckle beneath her, but she holds it. And then the tail is going to whip round towards you, Dargon. These rolls have been fucking shocking. Oh, fuck me. That's going to miss. Ignore me. Carry on. Bye-bye, Pit Fiend. Kirik.
Concentration check.
That was a
18.
fucking 3, by the way.
Wow.
18...
Saves.
Yeah, that will... You're fine. It was only 16 damage total.
True.
So you're immune to the effect.
I am. And I will
Another Dagon's bitter.
I will heed Dagon's calling, and I will move forward 5 feet. And
Is Kirik going to hit this thing?
yeah, as I am
It's going to
moving,
strike him in the face.
there's going to be a dark energy forming in my hand as I reach towards some of the wounds that this individual has, and I will
When did
cast
you become
a
Iron Fist?
3rd level inflict wounds.
3rd level inflict wounds. Shit and corruption. Roll to hit, please, sir, with advantage.
Not a natural 20.
Oh damn it! I was like,
28.
I've got my finger on it.
28 will definitely hit.
28 to hit. 5, 10.
I like to think you grabbed him by the crotch to inflict these wounds as well.
Absolutely not the case.
Kirik, you frigid.
6, 13, 22,
Gonna stop you there.
26. 26.
I want to see what it is.
36.
Holy shit. So, Kirik, I am going to say you grab and almost full on, where one of the slashes is across its chest, you almost dig your fingers into the wound. But that energy just bleeds out. And you can see it almost bleed through all the veins on the Pit Fiend, which just falls to the floor as this necrotic energy seeps through it. And much like Kirik's usual style in the Thanos snap, the body just begins to ash and dust away, and these bits of red embers just blow away on the wind to join the embers of the fire that burns all around. And that Pit Fiend is fucking gone. Okay, anything else on your turn, sir?
No, that'll be it.
That'll do.
Well, the good news is, Dargon, you're not frightened anymore.
Yes.
The Horned Devil is not happy. So the Horned Devil is going to strike towards Dargon.
Wisdom saving throw first.
6 wisdom saving throw first. We will use the first one as well. So that was higher. That is a 25.
It's going to take half damage of 15, so 8 points of radiant damage.
8 points of radiant damage. Then it's going to try and hit Dargon with this flaming fork for a 14 to hit. So instead, it's then going to try and stab towards Thalania. That will hit for a 28. So she is going to take 14 points of piercing damage. So it just catches her unaware, sort of in the gut area. You just hear her go, "Ugh!" And then it's going to do this at disadvantage because there are creatures within melee range, but it has seen you skulking around under and is just going to throw this ball of flame towards you. So that is going to be a 16, or it's going to be a 16 to hit you, sir.
Nope.
This ball of fire just streaks past you and hits the building behind you above. As bits of just sort of embers and sort of brick fall down around you, but you just sort of look up, and in the true roguish style, Evander walks away unscathed.
I mean, again,
Mephisto.
if he makes an attack against a target other than me, can I sentinel attack that bad boy?
You can sentinel attack.
Oh, weird.
Ander probably did shit himself a little bit, but he's got no pants on, so we're all good.
Just a little bit.
Natural 20!
Yes!
In my head, that was
Get
like
on
when
it.
the
Fucking hell, Dave, I had a mouthful of whiskey.
Oh, that sweet, sweet
I think-
damage
I
from
think
the sword
Dave
is also
did
going to
actually
get
just shit
that.
himself, everyone.
Yeah. Don't look under the table. Do not look
I
under
see a
the table.
blood vessel burst in his head.
Yeah, okay, so doubling this, that is 8, 14, what's that? Yeah, 14 points of slashing, and then
The radiant
28
is also doubled.
points of radiant damage. I rolled a 7
Nice.
and a 7, and I doubled it.
HD not looking good. Not looking good at all.
That was glorious.
Okay, Mephisto then is going to take out a crossbow from a little pouch that he's got on his left-hand side. And you see there are glowing gemstones in the side of this one. He's just going to point it forward, almost like quite cockily, just sort of ping, and fire it sort of in between Kirik, Dargon and Thalania. This is going to be at disadvantage for the sake of it. Just to see what happens. With an unnatural 20 to hit. So that crossbow bolt is going to strike in for 12 points of piercing damage. And you'll notice as the bolt flies, if I remember
Welcome,
this rightly,
Raiders!
Ooh, hello!
Hey! Hello!
Hey! Yeah. As this bolt flies, it begins to glow with this almost holy radiance, almost flying through this aura which is now surrounding Mephisto. Glows golden and golden, strikes in, and is going to deal an additional... no, can't do that. Can't do that. Ignore me. Do you know what? Fuck it. He is going to do that. The aura drops, because he doesn't need it anymore.
Nice.
And Mephisto's not frightened anymore, so that needed to go a long time ago. So the aura is going to drop when I can grab said aura to drop it. So this bolt is going to glow and glow and glow as Mephisto is going to use a 4th level branding smite and deal an additional 4d6 points of radiant damage, which is going to be an additional 11 points of radiant damage to this Horn Devil.
How's it Brandon Smite coming in? I thought we established you as an artificer. Can they
I
do that?
assumed that.
Gemstones.
Obviously multi-classed.
Gemstones. Not a multi-class. I will
So
reveal
he can
all
literally do
towards
what he
the
wants.
end. Can do a branding smite. And then he's going to reload and do it again. Just fires again. At disadvantage. Which will be an unnatural 20 again to hit. So he's going to deal
Mephisto
an
coming in
additional
clutch.
9 points of piercing damage. And this bolt just flies and catches the Horn Devil in the chest, and it drops it to one knee. as the Horn Devil is almost out. And we are then back around the top to Bothrid, who is going to step up 5, 10, 15, and is not even going to bother to do this reckless. He is just going to weigh the woodcutter's axe up, and he's going to swing it down with the first one for an unnatural 20.
Oh, yeah.
And he is going to cut clean through the head of this horned devil with 8 points of damage, as the creature only had 2 points of health left. And the horned devil is dead, and we are out of combat as Bothrid just... I don't like these devils. And with that particular point just there, we are going to take a very, very short break, as we have been streaming for 2 hours. So we'll take a very short break, and then we'll be back very quickly. Hello to all the raiders. Thank you for joining us. Please stick around. There is much more to come.
Just gonna have a wait.
We are. We need a wee.
Wait a minute!
Heyo. Welcome back. Are we
Short break
all
before we get-
refreshed, albeit briefly?
I am. My character, not so much.
Not so much.
Well,
Oh,
let's get
it's gonna be
back
a nice
I
bit
will
of chill
say
with our pee now, isn't it? Nice and chill for the
I
next.
will say
hour
a
of the show.
proper welcome to our raiders if you have stuck around. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for joining us. Hope you enjoyed the end of that little fight. Just to lay the context or set the scene, currently our adventurers, the Wardens of the Vale, have headed home only to find it under siege by a series of devils that are raining down from the sky in fireballs. And the masters of this area, if you like, the Malt masters, the ones that have guided our heroes on their journey thus far, are in the thick of it. So we have been in a fight with 2 of the 4 Malt masters thus far. There was one last week, and then obviously the one this week. So please go check out last week's episode. I did drop a couple of links into the chat there for you to go and look at if you want to go check out past episodes on the YouTube channel, or go check out the podcast. Please do. Feel free to subscribe, like, all those sorts of things, but just any support's great. And with that, having defeated the Pit Fiend, the Horn Devil, and the Barbed Devil, you all have a brief moment to just... And Thailani is going to stand up and sort of rub her stomach a little bit where the fork pierced into her sort of torso. The fuck did you guys bring down on us?
We've got
Sure, it's
no
our
idea.
fault.
But I think they were waiting for us.
Oh, no shit. Anyway, we don't have much time. Whew, that took more out of me than I planned on. Right. Nathim is protecting the gate. The distiller is there. She's getting as many of the civilians out as she physically can. Ethereal's in the village somewhere. They're doing some sort of joined teleport thing. He gets them to the gate. She gets them out of here. But they're going to be heading there. Oh shit, where are the twins? Mephisto, where are the twins? They were still in the keep.
We have to go to the keep.
Boys, you must. Look, we're not going to be much more use. We need to go help the others. But I have one parting gift. It's all I can do. And he reaches into the satchel that is down beside him, and he pulls
hold out
out
the hand while of the twist.
8 potions of supreme healing, and he is going to give 2
Thank
to
you.
each of you.
Thank you very much.
So add those into... so Bothrid's going to get 2, and everybody else is going to get 2, of course. So there's supreme, 2 of...
We do need... We've got to get to the keep. All I'm thinking of is my little mute beloved.
Mirabelle.
They can't. Yeah, I nearly called it the other one then. The Lan and Deck, they're interchangeable.
That would have been a faux pas.
Luckily,
I know
I'm
they're
doing
twins
it in
and
front of you guys, not in bed with her. So, yeah, we've got to get to the keep. We need to save her. We can't lose more innocent people. It looks like the rest of everyone else is sorted. I trust Ethereal. Well, I trust him to serve his own interests, but his interests are aligned as ours at the moment. We must get to the keep.
And then let's go.
We will go and reinforce Ethereal. I think the Cooper headed that way as well.
Correct.
Be strong,
What?
boys. Be brave.
One question, guys. How do we get from the keep to where we need to go?
If you need to get to the gate room, you know the passage. The throne room. Head through the door into the tunnel below.
Fine. We'll clear everyone out.
You've done it
Well.
before.
We had good luck.
Thailani is just going to place a hand on your shoulder, Darg, and touch her forehead to yours. Say hello to my husband for me.
I will.
You can tell him yourself soon enough.
Oh, I plan to. One way or another. Come on, Mephisto. There's more of these fuckers need killing. Mephisto is actually
just
going
before-
to spin round. Carry on.
Before they leave, which one do I want to touch? That context, that
Careful.
doesn't make sense. Thailania was rolling shit in the last fight. I feel like she's going to need the most help. So I'm going to, before she leaves, I'm going to place my hand on her shoulder. Oh no, never mind. Will she go out of range? If I want to do protection from evil and good on her, it's a touch spell, but it's concentration up to 10 minutes, but there isn't a range on it.
Then you are touching that person, and very, very important point in the chat there, consent.
Yeah.
If you're touching her, you are placing that spell upon her, so it doesn't matter where she goes, I don't think.
I'll do that.
But it's only going to last for 10 minutes.
Yep. Hopefully this
I
will
will say for the sake of it anyway, because that sounds cool.
help get you through the next one. So then when she comes up against the Fiend, she can't be frightened against them or charmed by them, and they have a disadvantage on attacks against her. Obviously in the real world, I see her be scared by the last lot, so in reality, you'll be now fearless
That
against
concentration spell, yeah?
them. Yep. For 10 minutes.
You are concentrating.
Watch me get hit in the face straight away now, and then the concentration's gone.
Cool. So Mephisto is then going to sort of spin round on the spot in his centaur form, and he's just going to turn to the Thailania. Well, I don't let it happen often, but this will be faster. And he holds out a hand and swings her onto his back. And she's just going to sort of settle in and say, well, ever the surprise, and a gentleman as always, Mephisto. Be safe, boys. Let's go kick
He
some
said
ass.
no when I asked him.
And they trot and charge immediately, or gallop and charge immediately towards the gates. As you now turn towards the Maltmaster's Keep, and as you turn, you can now see where two fireballs have struck each of the two towers, and there are burning fires. There is rubble all around. A couple of the big boulders have landed on the floor. The four statues of the Maltmasters, including the one that still stands of the Stillman, are still standing, and there are two figures seemingly running towards you. In that moment, does anybody wish to do anything before we move on? Bothrid is probably going to pop the potion of superior healing that he has apparently in his bag.
I was just looking to see whether I had one, but I think all the other ones I've got, I've used them all.
If I was to use my investiture of wind ability that I've got from my new tattoo, That wouldn't break the concentration, because technically it's the Investiture of Wind spell, isn't it? It's not a concentration spell.
No.
I tell you what, yeah, I'm going to, because it's the only one I've got, I am actually going to pop one of the Supremes that I've just been given.
Okay.
So, but what I want to do, just before we go into the keep, when I think shit's going to get real, I want to invoke the power of the tattoo just before I go in. Because my main reason is if I need to get... Go on.
Carry on.
Because all I'm thinking is, if we're ranged attacks, will have disadvantage against me. That's fine. But my main thing is I'll have a flying speed. So if I need to rescue somebody quickly or get up to another floor quickly, I've got more speed, more manoeuvrability.
Okay. I will say you hold that then up until the point where either danger appears or whatever. So, in that moment then, the four of you, as Thailania and Mephisto disappear off into the distance of the smoke. Kirit, carry on.
Just as everyone's popping potions and stuff, I just want to grab onto my holy symbol. And I'm going to attempt to say a prayer to the Raven Queen. And I'm going to say... I know it's asking quite a lot, but if you could give all of us fighting these fiends the respite of the rest. And I'm going to attempt to
Mate.
I don't know my abilities anymore.
Divine intervention.
Yes. That'll be the one.
I'm going to shit a brick if you get this.
If this happens, mate, I might ejaculate.
55.
So you reach out. I say in that moment of reaching out, as these two figures are running towards you, there is just this another fireball that streaks across, and your hand instinctively lets go, and you're unable to sort of reach out to the Raven Queen in any major capacity. As this fireball just continues rolling, and then 4 figures step out. 3 hooded figures with these chains wrapped around them, and then a figure that I can only describe as a walking Jabba the Hutt with wings, just with a staff, steps up behind them and immediately rushes towards the 2 figures that were dashing towards you. So,
is he like the love child of the pod racer guy who used to own Anakin and his mum and Jabba the Hutt?
Yeah.
if you put his wings on Jabba the Hutt in that size and added a walking stick, yes, without the big long tail of Jabba the Hutt.
Small note, it's my fault. I totally forgot that I did it. I completely forgot that I did mirror image and that I would have used that, but yeah, just, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Fine.
Sure,
It's fine.
Kind of forgot about that.
It's fine.
See, that's what happens when
Yeah,
we
we
put
all
them on the
forgot
map.
about
We all forgot about it.
That's very true.
So there we go. New map up, and I'm going to say, let's yet again for tonight roll some initiative.
Oh boy.
Does this trigger my investiture of wind, or will it be my first action in the fight?
That is entirely up to you. If you wish it to, it can do.
I would like it to happen before the fight, so then I've still got my first round to use some, hopefully.
We're after a minute, so I don't think mirror image is therefore stayed if that's the case.
No, probably not.
Balls that one up. Right.
First time you've used it as well, isn't it?
No, I
Well,
think you used
not
it once.
used it as
No,
the case may be.
yeah, so I used it once before. But yeah, no, I just totally forgot how I was even using that. Right.
Okay. Excellent. So, initiative rolls then, please.
20.
20 straight in for you.
Hang on, I've
I
just
am
seen on the
nothing.
game log, it said the blender. Oh, the blender has entered the game.
I am nothing if consistent. I have 12.
12
wow.
for Kirik.
I'm interested to see what the blender does.
21.
21. Very, very good. Okay.
It's alright for Sam, isn't it?
You can spend your first go having a hit potion of healing just to make the champ feel
And
better.
let's just quickly do Bothrid. Who's going to get advantage?
I'm at my best with low HP.
22 for Bothrid. So let's also roll that. The initiative order for you four boys is Bothrid, Dargon, Ander, and then Kirik.
We are not on the board.
Not yet. Give me just a second, boys. We're getting there.
Let's
I've
just
got a lot of things to sort out.
Oh, Lilith's there as well. Spoiler alert.
And it's fanboying.
He is indeed.
Unless you realise I stole her dress and then she's just going to be mad at me.
So as you boys then sprint up and you see these four devil-like creatures between you and what is quite clearly the figure of the blender, who is now full quarterstaff in hand. You can see she's adorned in this sort of leather and I'm going to say brush armor of sorts. I just need to add something I forgot to add to Lilith. And then we will get on with this, I promise.
Feeling confident about this one. I've got some good rolls in us, I think. Got some 20s in me. I'm not saying they'll be natural, but it might add up to 20.
Yep.
Okay, so Lilith, in true Lilith form, you see she is stood there in the this beautiful outfit. She is still the seductress that she's always been. She's in, quite clearly, as you can see on the token now, there is this blue crop top with these long flowing sleeves and this long blue dress, but you notice that the blue dress has got 2 slits in it, and she is wearing sort of these ankle boots, and you realise she has dressed for combat, but in only the way that Lilith could dress for combat. She has a very, very malevolent looking sword in her hand, a scimitar in fact. And yes, we will get around to it then. So you boys are, let's get you on the map as you run up. Too many things going on.
In my head, I imagine Lilith as like Jasmine from Aladdin mixed with the girl who goes "Hi-ya!" with her legs from Street Fighter, but I can't remember what her name is.
That's a fairly apt description.
Get
Except she's
it?
blonde and
It's the
got
way
horns.
you tell it, Matt. It just paints a picture in my mind.
Thank you
And it's stored
for
firmly
stroking
in
my
the
DM's
wank
ego there.
bank. No worries.
Love it. Okay, let's put all 4 of you on the board then as Bothrid, this time as he runs up, sees the blender and he holds the axe And his eyes close for a moment, and then they are just going to open, but the pupils are like pinpricks as he goes into a very focused rage. Because time will have passed for that last one to have subsided. And he is going to immediately move up 20 feet as part of that. 5, 10, 15, 20. Is going to move 5 feet up again. And this Jabba the Hutt looking motherfucker, he is going to attempt to recklessly attack. Now this Jabba the Hutt looking motherfucker is going to turn as Bothrid looks, and his head's just going to turn slightly as it uses its reaction, and Bothrid is going to have to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh dear.
Let me just check.
Boy.
This is going to be difficult.
Is
Yep. Okay. So Bothrid needs to make a wisdom saving throw. Would you believe it or not, the DC for this was pretty high. Bothrid has rolled an 18 on the dice for an unnatural 20, and so overcomes this, even in his rage. And I will say this focused rage just blinds him to this effect, as he then recklessly goes to attack this creature. So this is going to be at advantage. So the first one is going to be a 22. Second one is going to be a 30, because that's a natural 20.
Oh. Come on.
Oh!
Love my boy
Bothrid
Bothrid.
for a reason.
So 4d12 plus 5 coming up.
I just say, just take him out.
Oh, sorry, 2d12 plus 5 coming up. So that is 25 plus max damage on that one, 17. So that is 35, 42 plus the 4 for rage, 46 points of slashing damage immediately into this creature.
That's a good
Bothrid
start.
is pissed. That is the creature's
downhill from
reaction
here.
gone as well. That will be Bothrid's go, and then we are over to Dargon.
Oh dear. Right, where the hell am I? Okay.
All the way back there.
All the way back there. Yeah. Cool, I can get up to him. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And I'm going to do normal attacks. Okay, so let's roll 3 attacks. A natural 20.
Nice.
Oh, we had one in
First
us.
2 rolls. First 2 attacks.
Jesus.
I'm just going to. I'm not doing extra damage on these. I'm guessing.
You will.
Am I? I am.
They are
I
all
feel like
still
I'm going to
clean,
disappoint when it's my turn after these 2 natural 20s.
Okay, that is 16 points of slashing damage. No, it's not. It's
Nice.
double that, isn't it? So it's not double that. It's
32 points.
No. Sorry. It's not that. No. Sorry. 24 points of slashing damage because it's a dice that was
24
doubled.
Yeah.
And then 28 points of radiant.
Nice.
I think that's okay.
And then 2 more attacks. So 28 to hit.
28's going to hit.
And another 28 to hit.
Nice. Both of those are going to hit.
For 15 points of slashing damage. 17 points of radiant.
Say that again. 20 what points of slashing damage?
15 and 17.
15 and 17.
15, thank you.
And then the third one is 12 points of slashing and the max total of 20 points of radiant.
Holy shit. So as you and Bothrid run up to the back of this creature, and it turns to face Bothrid and sort of grins this massive wide grin, Bothrid stabs it twice. Dargon, you come across and there is this greenish blood that sprays everywhere, and this creature just sort of still alive, but seriously wounded after that fucking onslaught.
It should be. It just took about 147 points of damage in 2 attacks. That is an insane.
It has taken 162 points of damage to be exact.
That was a bit off.
Okay.
He got fucked up.
Actually, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that at all. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, that's my go.
Out you go. Ander, would you like to see this fucker off? Because I have no doubt that's probably what you're about to do.
Actually, because as they landed and we was coming up, I invoked the investiture of wind. So what is actually happening is there's wind swirling around me as if I'm about to go Super Saiyan, right? So wind is just all swirling around me, and then what'll happen is it'll just lift off me, shoot into the air, and then the wind will land in between all 4 of those and start swirling and getting more fiercer and going round and round until all 4 of them have to make a Constitution 18 saving throw, please.
Nice.
I mean,
That's
pull
very
that
cool.
one out the bag, mate. Jeez.
For potentially
I'm looking at
2d10 bludgeoning damage.
So a Constitution saving throw, you say, yeah?
Yeah, all 4.
That was a natural 1, or,
Good.
much better, a 26 for the Jabba the Hutt bastard. The Amnesia, because it says it on the screen.
Okay.
And then these, which are quite clearly Chain Devils. The first one... shit, that came out. Yeah, not great. That is an 8
Good.
for the first. 26 for the second. And a 26 for the third. I rolled 3 natural ones there, I'm not going to lie, but they have magical resistance.
Wow.
You could have
So
told me that
B
before I did
fails, A saves.
So only, well,
sorry,
it's
B's the only one that
half
fails. A and
damage
C
for the
save.
others then. Half damage
Yeah.
for the others, full damage for one of them. With 16 points of bludgeoning damage.
16 points of
And
bludgeoning
8
damage
for the ones
to
who saved.
Chain Devil B. So 8.
And then the wind will dissipate
8.
and then start up again around me.
Nice. Let's see if I've got a little spell token we can throw on you. What's that? Investiture of Wind. Would you look at that?
Have you prepared that earlier, Matthew?
This is one I prepared earlier.
You're welcome. No, I didn't prepare these. These are in that little spell pack that I got courtesy of Dungeon Masters, or the DMsGuild.com.
Beautiful.
Yes.
So if anybody's
Nice.
looking for spell
And then-
tokens for the virtual tabletop, go check it out.
Do I want to move? Do I?
Your
I think
movement
the
speed
boundary's
increased.
running. I've got a flying speed of 60 feet now.
Nice.
Nice.
So I could,
Which means technically,
if I can bonus action dash as well, I can move 120 feet.
Oh my god.
yes, you can.
So what I will do, I will move
I would
over to
say
this side. Well,
So this is the ramp up to the keep.
Oh, hang on. Let's
where
zoom
we're
out.
looking?
Over here.
Okay, then that's actually helped me then, because what I will then do is fly over to be near these two, and also closer to the keep for my beloved mute.
So you're throwing it. Yeah, I'll say you fly over and then back down and land behind the blender and Lilith.
could stay up
And
in the
Lilith's
air.
just going to sort of. Well, you can stay up in the air if you want, but Lilith will just sort of turn out of turn just because it's a role play and we'll just sort of turn. Nice to see you.
And because I'm surrounded by wind, she's got that kind of Beyonce hair flowing in the wind thing. Yeah, like a shampoo advert.
Ruffles the skirts. Yeah, like a L'Oreal advert. Cool. Anything else on your turn, sir?
No, that's me done.
Okay. Chain Devil A then
Xander-
is going
Xander
to...
flies away. The warding bond disappears as well. Just for reference.
Oh, cock.
Okay,
So
we're
you're
concentrating on
Your
that.
AC is down 1. So,
I'm glad you said that.
and all your...
And my saving throw. No, I've still got my saving throws. Has that gone as well? Down by 1.
Yep, they're all gone.
Oh, I'll have to stay very far away then.
Yeah. Did its job, though.
Yes.
So the first chain devil is going to run up to there. The chain devil then is going to swing these chains that it's got and just sort of spins them out so they sort of flow out, and then almost in a whip-like movement is going to whip them towards the blender. So that is, the first one is going to be 15 to hit, which is going to hit.
Oh, wow.
The second one is a natural 20 for a 28 to hit.
What are you doing to me, Matt?
So the blender is now grappled by this chain as it wraps around her as well. She is going to take 11 plus... She's going to take 22 points of slashing damage as these two chains cut into her. And as they cut into her, one of it wraps around her. She doesn't flinch. She stares dead-eyed into this chain devil, but you hear Lilith go, "Mother!" Chain devil B then is going to turn and go 5, 10 to there, and is going to attack Bothrid with advantage. So 27 for the first. And a 20 for the second, which is just going to hit. So both of those going to hit. Bothrid is now also grappled, and I will put these up in just a second. So Bothrid is going to take 18 points of piercing damage, slashing damage even, reduced down to 9. So let's go find some tokens quickly to show that these two creatures or two figures are grappled. There you go, first one on the list. Magic. Oh, Blender's grappled. Bothrid's grappled. And C then is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to there. And is going to swing a chain or two at Lilith. So the first one is an 18 to hit. Where's her character sheet gone? Which will hit. So she is now grappled. And the second one is going to miss with an 11. Wrong character. That would have been funny, wouldn't it?
Grappled himself.
that is going to be chain wraps around himself. That's a natural one. So that's a 12 plus 14, so 26 points of slashing damage to Lilith, whose eyes are just going to begin to slightly glow purple as that's its go. Kirik, over to you, sir.
Question, is my Spirit Guardian still up? Has it been 10 minutes?
Your Spirit Guardians technically will still be up, yes, so I just need to reload that.
Good call. Good call.
Are you also still
It's definitely not
Mahusive,
been.
or
Yes,
no,
you
that
will
is a
be.
minute.
that's a minute? Okay.
Is that a minute? Okay, so you shrunk back down. Where is it? There it is. So that will then be to there.
Many clicks.
Amazing. In that case,
Start flicking them off.
move. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, just to stay a little bit away.
Nice.
And I will see that Bothrid is grappled, and I will click my fingers towards Chain Devil B and cast Toll of the Dead on him.
Sorry, I'm just sorting this token out because I fucked it up.
It's all good.
Just tell them that'd be different
There you
if they've taken damage or not.
Yeah.
For a grave cleric, it does.
No,
Don't they have to make
if they've
his?
taken damage.
Don't they have to make their wisdom saves then? On the next go,
Yes.
though, don't they?
So you cast Toll the Dead on which one? Sorry, just while I was fanning about that
Chain
token.
Devil B.
Chain Devil B. So wisdom saving throw for CDB. Natural 20. 24.
balls.
Your rolls have got better, and I don't like it.
Love this. Love this dice. This dice. Crit hit,
weighted.
if anybody wants good dice. Or it might be D and dice, actually. One of the two.
So yeah, that's everything I can do. I'm gonna stay
Okay.
put where I am.
Excellent. It is Lilith's go, then.
She grappled.
She is grappled. She is going... She's going to do it. She is going to place a hand onto this chain, and this rush of purplish energy just crackles along it as she casts a 6th level disintegrate.
Oh my good lord.
Holy fuck. I mean, I had a hard on for Lilith before, but it's rock solid now.
Hello. Oh boy.
Yeah,
She's my new
she's not
favourite.
happy.
I mean, I'll be I'll be shocked if CDC's still here.
I just need to double check the save on that. Sorry, that is a dexterity check for CDC.
It's
Dexterity
an
check
all or
for
nothing
CDC.
spell though.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's cashed in all the chips, to be fair.
I think it may have just paid off though. That is a 15, and the save was an 18.
Come
That
on,
is
Lilith.
16d6 plus 40.
40? 40?
I am not rolling that. Yes, plus 40. That is 101 points of damage in one hit.
That thing.
I'm glad she's on our tape.
CDC just shatters.
Fuck me.
Now that's a Thanos click if I've ever seen one before.
Lilith's just going to shake that off. As Lilith now looks up, her eyes are just burning with this purplish fire.
That is Dr. Manhattan on Rorschach.
Mm-hmm.
I'm done behind Lilith
yeah.
now. I feel like I'm in the right
That's
place.
going to be her go.
She'll protect me.
The blender, then. Who's up
You're
next?
the game blender. You've just been showed up by your daughter.
9th level disintegrate.
Power word
Power
kill.
kill.
Is not quite. Is going to, with the staff, is just going to sort of lift it up, and where she's grappled,
Wish.
slam it into the ground next to her as this wave of energy just rushes out from her, as she's going to cast an 8th level blight
Oh, good lord.
Nice.
on CDA.
See, I've come over here for reinforcements, and I am so surplus to requirements for these two. It's unreal.
The spellcasters are in the
save
house.
you.
They've got a shit armor class, but they're really powerful.
So we're even on both sides now, 3 apiece, and I might as well not be here.
That is a 19.
Your next turn, you sit down, get the popcorn out, and watch.
Yeah.
That is just going to save, so it's going to take half as much damage. So it would have been 12d8, so it's going to be half of that, so it's 49. It's going to take 25 points of necrotic energy.
Wow.
And the blender is going to stay grappled for now. So she is going to, on her turn, sorry, I should have done this as well, because I think this is the beginning of their turn. Yeah, so 9 and 5. So Lilith would have taken 9 points of damage at the start of her turn. And the blender's going to take 5 points of damage at the start of her turn as these chains just wrap in and sort of pierce in. You can still see the marks on Lilith's stomach where it is exposed and bare. But that will then be, I believe, let's just have a look at the bonus actions. Not for you. For you. Yeah, that will be the blender's go. The Amnesu, then, with very few hit points, is going to turn, is going to look at both Bothrid and Dargon, and I need wisdom saving throws, please.
Bullshit.
It needs to make a wisdom saving throw before that.
That's true.
Which may become a very moot point in a minute.
Come on.
21.
That will save.
Half damage though, right?
Correct. 1,
Roll
8,
well.
10. Not rolling well. Half of 13, so that is 7.
7. Still takes damage. So yes, I need then wisdom saving throws from Bothrid and Dargon.
I don't have any bonuses or anything to this, do I? What was that +1 we had earlier, like a couple of weeks ago, whatever the hell that was?
That's from the Rod of...
yes.
Bothrid rolled a natural 1, which means this is going to be doubled.
Oh, bugger.
Boy.
Well, I got
Then is it
40.
halved again because of his rage?
Yep.
And on the damage. Psychic.
14, so... Assume no.
So Bothrid is going to take 41 points of necrotic damage.
Oh.
Dargon, you are going to take 31. So Bothrid's going to take 21 points of necrotic damage. Thanks to rage.
31! It's quite a bit.
You are also both blinded until the start of the Amnesu's next turn.
Oh,
Magical.
Damn. It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
So the Amnesu, because you are both blinded, is just going to waltz away.
I still get attack of opportunity with disadvantage, I
5,
believe.
10, 15. Yes, it will be with disadvantage, so roll it, because Bothrid's also going to get one with disadvantage. It's a natural 1 for Bothrid.
19.
Not going to hit.
No. Okay.
So
Ooh.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. The Amnesia is going to move up to...
Whilst in the Spirit Guardian's range, it's got half movement.
It's halved. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. There we go. So let's add some new tokens. There's a glitch in the matrix here. There we go.
No.
Blinded.
Landed.
By the light. There's another glitch in the matrix here. There we go. So, Bothrid and Dargon both blinded. And yes, that will be the Amnesu's go. And we are back up the top to Bothrid, who can't see shit right now. Doesn't know if the Amnesu is still close. So instead is going to try and use the Great Axe to break out of this grapple, which is going to... What's the escape?
Well, I believe he can also attack the chains, if I understand it correctly.
Which is going to be his attempt to escape, to be honest. So I just need to remember. It's going to make. Come on, Bothrid, where are you? Too many tabs open. So other. Going to make a strength check. We'll call this an athletics check. Which apparently Bothrid gets advantage on because
Rage.
aspect of the beast.
Oof.
But also rage. Yes. So he gets advantage on it anyway. It's the same. So we're going to go advantage straight out with a 24 as he just sticks the Great Axe in, just like spins the chain out, and he's just a doggone, I cannot see. Where are they? And that will be Bothrid's go. Doggone.
So I take one step forwards, not trying
One
to
shaky step forward.
trying to find.
Hang on, let me just tweak that for you.
Trying to find the.
Try again.
Try and find the Amnesu, and then if I can, I'll take some swings at CDB, please.
I am going to say you will just swing with the disadvantage because I think you're trying to hit the Amnesu.
Yeah. So disadvantage with it anyway.
Yeah.
Nice,
Swinging wildly, basically.
Nice, 28.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Fiend damage.
Yes.
Alrighty then. 10 points of slashing and 11 points of radiant.
And yeah. Alright, 11 points of radiance. Very good, very nice.
25 to hit.
25 will hit.
And 21 to hit.
Dargon with disadvantage just still fucking hits everything.
Yeah. So 21.
And so I think those last two will hit. The AC was 16, so...
Okay, sweet. So that is then 15 points of slashing and only 4 radiant. And then...
Is that for both of them?
No,
The
and
third
then...
one, aren't you?
Yeah, and then the third one is 14 points of slashing and 15 points of radiant.
Okay, you literally drop that to exactly 0 hit points as you just swing wildly, catch once, and just think, fuck it, I'll do that again. And again, there is the sound of the blade cleaving through something, and then there is just this on the floor. As you manage to cut clean through this chain devil's head.
Nice.
And it is gone. You
I...
still have some movement.
Yeah. Not that sensible to keep moving forwards. I did know that there's only 2 things in front of me, so I will use a bonus action to heal myself a tiddy bit.
Okay.
All of
I'll let you do that.
2 points.
That's right. Every little helps. Ander. as you were flown
I-
down and just sort
like a boss, and then seeing that I really didn't need to be over this side of the battlefield, I will nonetheless try and help, and I will aim at Amnesu and try and shoot him in his fat head. I'll use a +3 arrow because I want to try and kill him off. I
Okay.
haven't killed anything today. 29 to hit with.
make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh,
If you shoot me, I'm going to kill you.
Use this a reaction.
Matthew.
Come on.
3.
Oh.
I'll use a
So
lucky point
you pull.
and I'll re-roll. 14's not any better though, is it?
You pull back on the bow, and then there's this presence in your mind, and you just feel yourself. I need you to choose between the blender or Lilith, please.
Uh-oh.
Lilith.
So you feel the bow just slowly turn towards Lilith, and you, eyes wide, just roll to hit against Lilith, please.
Disadvantage.
Indeed.
I'm using a +3 arrow as well.
Yep.
Hang on, are you flying? Or are you on the ground?
Oh.
I'm on the ground.
Good call. Disadvantage.
I'm still using a
Did you
+3
use
arrow.
steady
'cause I
aim?
said it. No,
He didn't know.
Okay.
because I wanted to move after mid-turn. With disadvantage, I still 27 to hit Lilith because I've used the +3 arrow, so
That
I've
is
got to commit to
going
it.
to hit. Yep, roll damage, please.
With 11 points of piercing damage.
Okay, no sneak attack on that because obviously she is a friendly, but that arrow is just going to punch into her shoulder. She's just going to look
Sorry,
at you,
don't
and there
hurt
is
me.
you can't see her eyes; they're just burning with purple fire.
I will then also
anything
then
else,
fly 60 feet up into the air. I'm scared.
Choose from Lilith.
straight up
See
60
ya.
feet. I'm going to put a little white ring around you so we know you're flying. Okay, it is then CDA's go. Yeah, okay. CDA is going to... it's going to have to use the same chain twice, but is going to... Yeah, can't grapple, because can only grapple one. So he's going to attempt to hit Lilith first. That is a 23 to hit. So can't grapple her, but that is going to be 12 points of damage. And then is going to just sort of whip against the blender, which will be advantage. So that was an 18 plus stuff, which is going to hit. So that will then be an additional 16 points to the blender. So what you notice on Lilith now is there are multiple sort of cuts and scratches and wounds all over her body. She's not grappled, but CDC is... Where is CDC? Did we kill CDC? Yes, we did.
Yep.
Yep.
Yes, she absolutely fucking obliterated him, didn't she? Sorry, I was looking at why he had 77 hit points and then realised he was stood in front of her. That was the disintegration target. So, Kirik, over to you.
Seeing the Amnesu kind of turn its head towards Ander, I will, and seeing that kind of both Bothrid and Dargon suddenly got blinded by this creature, I am not going to mess about. I'm going to move in. Ooh, start working. 5, 10, 15, 20.
I've got it. Yep.
And I am going to use... I'm going to run holding onto my holy symbol and looking towards this creature. And I will use Path to the Grave on it. And then I'm going to action search.
Shit.
Oh, shit and corruption.
Now we're talking.
So wisdom saving throw, yeah, for Path to the Grave?
No, it just happens. It's just a thing.
Oh, no, it just happens, doesn't it? Yeah, go for it. Oh, yeah, of course. It's advantage. Yeah, no, go for it.
It's double damage.
Double
Kind of
damage.
a different spell.
And I'm going to cast a 3rd level Inflict Wounds on it.
Ouch. Go on.
There's a 16 to hit.
Oh, balls.
Misses. As Kirik sort of snaps his fingers and then reaches forward, the Amnesia is just going to reach forward and grab his hand. And the head just twists to the to the side slightly.
That's my turn.
That's your turn. Okay. It's then Lilith's go, who is going to look up at you, Ander, and grabs the arrow, interacts with that object, and snaps it out of her back as this purple fire burns in her eyes. She is then going to...
Forgive me?
point at CDA. And she is then going to cast a 7th level Finger of Death. As again, this wave or this beam of energy just crackles out of her finger. That is a con saving throw for CDA.
See ya.
I was going to say, again, I'm pretty sure this is not going to survive.
Natural 20.
Oh my god.
And shit the bed, another natural 20.
Wow. Double.
So rolled because it's advantage anyway. 2 natural 20s in a row. I don't think that's ever happened to me in my life.
That was a grog moment.
So what was I doing? Finger of Death. So half as much damage. Still a lot of damage. It's 78 plus 30. So that's 65. That's going to be 33 points of damage to Chain Devil A.
Is that not doubled, or was that doubled already?
No, because the save was a natural. So technically that's halved even more. The save was a natural 20.
Oh, okay.
So that would have been 22. No, sorry.
65 divided by 4.
17. Yeah, cool. So that didn't do as much damage as she was hoping. Where is she? No, she's not in that. So, yeah, that'll be her. You just hear sort of, disappointing. But that will be her go. The blender is then going to against this particular creature. Could do a lot. But is then going to cast a 7th level Blight.
Be gone,
So that's another Constitution saving throw. That's better. That's a 9 or 12. It's going to fail. So all of that. 52 points of necrotic damage.
Good night, sweet prince.
Indeed. As just literally the chain begins to just disintegrate into nothingness, and then as the blight spell hits CDA, just almost want to take a little bit of Elden Ring and bring it into this point, and like the death blight. If anybody's played Elden Ring, when you get hit by a death blight and you die by it, these things just burst out of you. I'm going to say a tree bursts out of this creature.
It's not nice. I hate that status effect so
It's
much.
not nice. I hate that stuff as well. Fucking basilisks. So that's the Blender's go. Amnesu then is up. The Blender is no longer grappled because those chains are gone.
Matt, I don't think it makes a difference. I'm just double checking. I can't read dice, and I read a 6 instead of a 9, so it's actually 19 to hit on the inflict wounds. But I don't think it hits.
No.
Cool.
Does not. 2 points short, sir.
Oof.
So the Amnesu then, as it's got hold of your wrist, Kirik, and its head is cocked, I need...
Oh my good lord.
Please.
That is a 16 with advantage.
Oh.
They were not good rolls.
See ya!
That
Yes.
is a fail. 6, 12, 18.
18 total.
Please be dead, please be dead, please be dead.
You see the greenish skin turn grey almost as bits of it begin to wisp away, and its head's just going to continue to turn as its fingers clasp around your wrist. I am going to need... well, you are instantly going to take, sorry.
Not that this changes much right now.
8. Carry on.
I believe we're not blinded anymore.
No.
end?
Until the start of its next turn, you're no longer blinded. Yep.
Cool.
So you are going to take 8 points of psychic damage, Kirik, and I need an intelligence saving throw, please.
Oh no. Oh no.
See ya!
Bye. Yeah. Bye.
6.
See? There was
How
that.
much?
6.
6. In a familiar feeling,
No.
one
Do
that you
not
have only
say
ever
it.
felt once, you are feeble-minded.
Fuck me!
Your intelligence and charisma scores are at 1. You can't cast spells, activate magic items, you can't understand language or communicate in any intelligible way. You can, however, identify your friends, follow them, and protect them.
And presumably can also feel what it felt like last time.
Yeah.
Yes, that
That
it is a
sounds just-
before your I don't know, your mental capacities melt away. You get that familiar feeling. There's almost a point of panic just before it happens.
See
The
you later.
Amneso does that.
Hang on,
the
Dagon's
Amnesu
got great
is just
restoration,
going
don't he?
I was just
Stay
thinking
there.
if that will resolve it.
Bothrid's go next, and he sees this way, or this sort of spark of energy jump from the Amneso to Kirik, and Kirik's sort of jaw goes slack. The ravens that are flying just almost drop to the floor, dead, and dissipate.
Hey, you
And Bothrid is
guys!
immediately just going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Kirik! And is going to recklessly attack with the fucking great axe because it's Bothrid.
You got.
Oh, sorry.
Not
yeah,
only
the
has there been
woodcut
2
axe.
feeble minds, it's been you twice. Both times.
26 to hit with the first, which will
Damage is going to get
that
doubled.
hit. Natural 20 with the second.
And it will
So you
get
got a quadruple it.
So both
No, damage on the
damage,
first
that's
one gets
2
doubled.
that's all damage gets doubled as well. It's not a critical hit, isn't it? So the second one's a critical hit, which is 23 points, and then the first was 16, so that's 32, 52, 55 points of damage. As Bothrid is going to come in with the first swing, takes off the arm of the Amnesia and brings it back, and then just straight into the stomach. As this Amnesia just folds around the axe and slumps down to the floor, dead.
Wow.
And Bothrid is then going to turn immediately, as we are out of combat, turn immediately to Kirik and just slap him across the face. Kirik! Stop all do it. Kirik!
I'll run up to him and ask the sword, "Can you help him?"
Do it now.
And I will cast Greater Restoration on Kirik.
And as Timiel's Wrath in your mind, always let it be done. There is just this blinding light from Timiel's Wrath. And Kirik, you feel all of those effects just gone. Your mental capacities are back. There is still that sense of dread and trepidation and sort of right into your core as you feel that familiar feeling just slip away. And you remember what had happened. Lilith's eyes are going to just sort of bleed back to normal. She's going to look up at you and you are an asshole. Get back down here.
I am not listening because I'm seeing if I can see Mirabelle through any of the windows in the keep from where I am.
So you will have to fly a little bit further up. And then I need
I'm
a
thinking the
perception
walls
check,
because I
please.
could cast message through the wall actually if it's only a foot thick.
I'm going to say that won't work.
Okay.
But yeah, make me a perception check, please.
Perception 20. I thought it was an 18. It's not. It's a 10. 20.
Excuse me. You don't see anything apart from just this raging fire in the tower that you sort of look into. But then as you sort of look, and from where you are, you then hear it. A piercing scream that sounds out from somewhere within the keep. And that scream rings out as somebody screaming Mirabelle.
The keep, is there?
Does it sound?
Does it sound like the sound is coming from up or down?
With a 20, you get the impression that it's coming from the ground floor somewhere.
I will then fly towards there.
Okay. So without a moment's hesitation, Ander just turns and as Lilith runs over to her mother, who stands there and sort of looks at her daughter. Don't mind me. See to your own wounds. And Lilith will take out a potion and take it. What are we doing, boys?
Seeing and fly out and just feeling the effects back, I will turn towards Dagon and I'll say, "Thank you. I hate that feeling." And
we need you at full strength. Let's go. The door.
Yeah. Just run after Ander.
Okay. As you approach now, sort of, Ander's flown down to the ramp. You sort of run round. You can see Ander is literally up there at the door, which is aflame. What would you like to do in this moment, Ander?
The door's on fire.
The door's on fire.
The spell cannot do this. Well, it doesn't say it can. But would the wind extinguish the flame?
Nice. Make me a spellcasting ability check, please.
What have I got? The modifier.
So roll a d20 and add your spellcasting modifier, yeah.
Yeah. What have I got with a +5 on it? Let's press that. Oh, I was so close. It teased me with the 20. 14.
So with the 14, as this wind just rages around you, you manage to sort of create a gap in the flame, if you like.
Yeah.
But not enough to distinguish it or extinguish it. Distinguish it? Fucking hell, English. Extinguish the flame. It's just creating this gap where the fire cannot burn.
So the fact that the wind is swirling around me kind of allows me to walk through the fire almost.
Yeah, but there is still a door there.
Is the door open? Is it locked? Is it pickable? Can I get to the lock to unpick it?
As you look down at the handle, given this flame has been raging for a while, that handle is burning with a bright red colour. It is burning hot, like scalding hot at this point.
Oh, I'll just use knock. I'll cast knock.
So,
Not fucking about.
the door just... I'm going to say with the urgency in this as you cast knock, it comes out more powerful than you even plan on. The door splinters and opens before you with the force of the wind and the knock spell. The hallways are wreathed in fire. And as you look down the corridor, as you go through sort of the initial gatehouse, when you look down the corridor, there is a figure in black metal armor with a flaming sword by its side that just turns a helmeted or a helmed head with these burning flames for eyes, and it's just going to turn its head back and stalk off down the corridor as you hear screams once again. We are going to leave it there for tonight, and we will pick this back up next week.
I know we're not there, but I know we'll know next week. Does that figure look familiar?
I think I've got two of his.
We'll
I think I've got true dread hems in my collection, haven't I? Same thing.
And make me a nature check with advantage, please, quickly. It's the last roll of the night.
That'd be good then.
That's a good one.
No pressure. 29.
There we go.
The sight of this figure strikes something within you. The last time you came up against this sort of creature, 2 of your friends died, and you almost wasted a full quiver of arrows trying to bring it down inside a temple in the Feywild as you took out the Dark Eladrin.
Okay, it's one of those guys.
And so we will leave it there for this week after an amazing episode. That was awesome. We got to see some of the Malt Masters and the NPCs in action finally. There's some powerful figures in there. They are off to go and fight the Battle of Glen Tuag as our adventurers continue the fight through to see who else they can rescue. Save Mirabelle and Annabelle, hopefully. Find the portal, get the civilians out, and from there, who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? Kirik, they're narrowly avoiding a feeble mind for the second time, or at least falling for it, or falling under its spell, so to speak, and then being instantly rescued. I couldn't not do that. I am sorry, Samal, but it was just one of those abilities where you had in them. I thought, I really can't not cast this spell on you, just given the history of it. So, thank you all for joining us. Thank you to the Raiders for joining us halfway through there. I really, really hope you've enjoyed this session. There is so much more to come. As we kind of said last week, we're in about the end game, if you like. We're really building up now, and sort of we're in the third act of the campaign, if you like. So there is a lot more to come, but the stakes are higher than ever. Please join us next week, same time, 7:30 p.m. UK time, right here on Twitch. Check out the VOD, if you like, on YouTube on Friday. If you want to rewatch this one, the podcast will go out the same day. But yes, thank you to all those tools. Thank you to Incarnate. The maps have been awesome tonight to create, so hopefully everybody's enjoyed them. Hopefully they've set the tone. Thank you to BattleBards for the sound effects. But ultimately, thank you to my players for being fucking amazing, because you all are. Love you all. Love to the viewers. Love to the fans. We will see you next week. Stay safe.